Hello everyone. Hello everyone. This is session 4 of this bit with Corvin and Co. Probably the last session for a bit, maybe. I'm not sure, but oh well. I should be live. Should be everything running. So let me go join the chat.
Touch it, then you must mean you want us to touch it. A lot of reverse psychology. Players trying to figure out what the GM means. 1, 2, 3.
No, thank you. I have no interest in trying to figure out reverse psychology.
Okay. Just,
hey, Teraunce.
My players in my last game are really stupid and got them all killed.
Maybe that's what they wanted, though. As long as they had fun getting killed.
I mean, they did, but it was just like... It was right at the end, too, where they'd already, like, cleared the entire mansion, and then they're like, okay, so we beat everything, we won, we got all the loot, all the treasure. I'm gonna go jump in the spike trap.
I had somebody do. They were actually, it was kind of funny because they had enlarged themselves and they were on a precipice that was obviously going to fall, and the bad guy was on the precipice. So he made the sacrifice where he says, okay, as a large guy, I'm just going to jump and kill the bad guy and myself in the process. And he did. And it was like you said, it was the end of the game. So he thought he's got nothing to lose. But then there was another game after that. It says, can my character not die? So I had to quote Miracle Max from Princess Bride. It says, well, you were almost dead. Well, what do you know? Like,
mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah. Oh, no, it turns out you were just mostly dead. But you believe in true love. And you get to live. That was kind of funny.
So yeah, you were neutral good, and your highest stat was what?
My highest stats are Dex and Wisdom.
That's...
He's a cleric. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And a kobold.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that one. And then...
Okay. Who are we waiting
Corvin.
for here? Mm-hmm.
Can you give me the highest stat for... or the alignment and the highest stat for... Fidget and... Castiel, I think?
Fidget's highest stat is dexterity.
And what's his...
Alignment is neutral.
Beauty. He gets to be the peacock.
Castiel's is probably also dexterity for highest.
Well, you got 3 rogues here. All right, Castiel's a rogue.
And you have a cleric that's kind of built like a rogue.
And then you have a witch that's kind of built like a rogue.
A very roguish. Good thing this wasn't like
fighter.
Rescue the Princess or something. All right.
I mean, my intelligence and my dex are both 60.
At 3rd level, huh? No, you have no 18s? So you... Yeah, we're doing 20.5, but you're 3rd level. You don't get your ability score until 4th level.
No.
Yeah.
I just did the 20.5. But I assume these guys have gotten some magic loot.
Well, you guys haven't really searched the... well, you're standing in front of an artifact at the moment, and then you're...
Mm-hmm.
And then you really didn't search the rest of the Briar, so you guys will probably find some stuff.
Can I roll like a what would I roll to try and figure out what that magical suit of armor, the really nice the head druid was wearing or something?
Oh,
like that?
The druid boss, yeah. Sort of the head druid. It's yeah, you can roll for that.
Would be knowledge arcane or would it be spellcraft?
You're trying to discern whether it's magical.
Trying to figure out what the magic is on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's spellcraft.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, Fidget, if you're trying to talk, you've ended up sticking it to talk to speech again and forgotten the button. Wow, my spellcraft Have I mentioned the only
You are trained in it, right?
I am. I have no modifier to intelligence at all.
Yeah, I think they have to identify a magic item. It's 15, right? Plus caster level, but in this case, it's 15.
Also, what's Red's highest stat?
Is that who's missing? We're missing Red.
Yeah, we're missing Red, and also Osh is like
here.
Oh, he is here.
Yep.
Just working on something.
Hey, Osh. His highest stat is only strength. That's 16.
Yeah, that's fine. And what's his alignment?
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Neutral of him.
Oh, also, Rego actually only has a +5 to deck skill check for deck.
Oh, but he hasn't.
I mean,
right, Red hasn't. Yeah. Everyone updated their sheet to be 3rd level, right?
Yep. Or.
Considering I made it at 3rd level.
Let's see. I'm going to check everyone's sheet.
I might need to mess about with a couple things.
Also, I didn't bother changing, adding every single spell I know because I'm only going to prep the few.
Well, you can drag and drop those spells right into your sheet.
I can.
Yeah, you go to I and you look up the spell.
Not all.
And then just, if you have something that's not in the core, then they don't have that up in roll 20 yet. But most of the common spells are there.
I'm going to cry.
Why, you've been entering them all in manually?
Yes, and in my other game with the pre-made characters, I had 5 level 8 spellcasters.
Same thing with feats and everything else. You can, as long as you're on that section on the sheet, you drag it to that whatever row, and it'll automatically populate. What it doesn't do is carry over the DC, so you'll have to manually.
That's fine.
It'll just set it to DC 0, which obviously is per your character level. Yeah, and there's a bug with the sheet. I don't know, or a bug with doing that. Anything that's a negative, it drops the negative sign. Even in the descriptions, it drops the negative sign. It's kind of weird. So every now and then you'll be rolling something that had a damage of D4 -2, and it'll just say D42. I've told them about that, and I can't believe no one else has, so they must be diligently figuring out the solution. Okay. Well, you got a spellcaster with you, so he's probably got a pretty good spellcraft.
Me?
Oh, you can't hear me. Yes. Yeah, you.
I have a +8.
You just haven't met the party yet.
Better than mine, which is a +6, and that's because again, my highest is Dex and Wiz at 15, and then second highest is Con and Charisma at 12.
Well, you're a cleric. Makes sense. Your wisdom should be high. You have penalty. You have penalty to intelligence. No, you don't. Not as a bolt.
Nope.
I have penalty to strength.
I have a penalty to strength, a -4 one normally.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, you're the lowest RP playable character there is.
Mm-hmm.
It's an RP of 5, which is even weaker than a goblin.
Again, if I had paid attention and encouraged it, I probably would have the person that runs D20 Pathfinder SRD specifically made a variant to kobolds that bumps them up to like 8 or 9 RP because it just basically replaces the stupid greater weakness with just like I think it's a standard +2 +2 -2.
Mm. Yeah, you lose a penalty. You got -2 on Constitution as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I found the greatest magic item in the world.
Sounds like a song. What is it?
The Traveler's Grand.
The Traveler's Grin?
A top tier item that is overpowered.
Oh, Traveler's Ring, you said.
No, I posted the link in the general.
Get the Long Strider. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, Traveler's Grandiose Carrying Case. That didn't come up. Traveler's Hookah. There was some adventure where they got the like a pouch. Jesus, can't remember what it's called. Something like that, where it was basically a bag of holding, except it can't be detected as magical.
I mean, I found a nice item from 3.5 for anyone that's got a high wisdom and isn't exactly interested in wearing armor, and that's a monk's belt. Gives you the AC abilities of a 5th level monk.
Well, there's stuff like wizards can use that are supposed to compensate for the. I think there was even like a kit or something like that's supposed to give you a +1 to your armor class, but not magical.
Yeah. Again, there's well, I mean, there is at least one item for that. The Haramaki. It's a piece of armor. It's a piece of light armor, +1 armor class. No ACP, no spell failure check.
Yeah, it's a type of leather armor. It's kind of prehistoric leather armor or something like that.
Haramaki? No, it's a like a chain link sash.
Oh, it's a weave armor. There's also like the silk cloak thing. The robe.
So you're carrying your Harrow deck?
In a suitcase, yes. He shows up with a backpack and a suitcase. And he has a necklace with a glass case on it, and in the glass case he has the Vision, which is one of the tarot cards, or Harrow cards, whatever.
Are you going to be doing readings for the party?
I can, if I want. That's what that item's for, is to... When I use it, it makes the... And, like, put the cards down and flip them over. It makes, like, a illusion of them show up behind me, like Yu-Gi-Oh! With the... I activate Blue Eyes White Dragon, and the card flips up.
So you bought the traveling case for 1,200 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm. Totally worth it. I could have gotten a cloak of resistance or
Yeah.
amulet of natural armor or something. No, gotta go for the style.
So you're a deadly dealer, and that sacrificed your second level hex or something like that.
Yep. And I get to throw cards at people.
That's right. Like Bullseye or something.
Mm-hmm.
From Daredevil.
Okay. You
I'll
mean
do that.
Gambit?
I'm gonna grab a. And then very quickly.
Yeah, we're missing red and also
Just red.
just red.
All right. Everyone else is here. Max, you there? Can't hear you, Max.
It says you're talking, but we can't hear you.
He's been talking all this time.
How about now?
Oh, nice. Don't get germs on me. How you feeling?
Yeah, you might get a computer virus.
Shut up.
That happened.
Uh-huh.
What makes you think you don't already have one?
However, crap feels 10 times worse.
You gonna make it, man?
Don't die.
We'll see.
I haven't taken my cold medicine yet, so wait till we get through about halfway before I take it.
Does that really help for a flu?
NyQuil. It'll knock me out.
That'll knock you out, yeah. If you can sleep through it, that's the best plan. I had it in December. It knocked me out. Couldn't sleep, couldn't eat.
It's nasty.
And that was after the flu shot, no less. All right, so I'm not sure. Wait, let's see. I haven't really searched for red.
This is the first time I haven't gotten a flu shot in about 20 years, and also the first time I've actually caught the flu, so.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't sick for a long time, but I usually do get the flu shot anyway. But something was going around. People were getting sick anyway.
My daughter brought it home, passed it to mom to son to me.
All right, so you're the end of the line, hopefully.
Pretty much, hopefully.
Okay. All right, let me just ping red here.
Oh, I think you just joined.
Oh. Did he? Okay.
Is that red twisted metal?
Yeah. Twisted metal. He's your fighter. You need him. Who else is going to die for the party?
And I also need Castiel's. I think it's Castiel's. Let me see. So,
Why do you need this stuff? Should I
You
ask?
can't have my stuff.
lore reasons. Alright, so red is that one.
He's making something very special for you guys.
Fidget.
Oh, you already got my info. Yeah, I'm cast.
Right. Yeah, perfect. I have everything. It's for one of my hexes.
Gonna hex you guys.
Give us the evil eye.
Well,
Are you gonna wander into the briar? I was gonna have them wander out.
well, I need to go in to do the thing, remember? Plus, they're still werewolf people.
We dropped that.
I think Teraunce is gonna. Yeah, Teraunce. Technically, you're right. They killed the druids. That's where we ended it.
Yes.
That was it. But I think, Teraunce, you were going to heal everybody. You were going to stabilize all the werewolves.
Yeah.
Feral people.
Well, that kind of works. Well,
including a reluctant Marisol, I think. who's suffered some third-degree burns.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, "This is stupid."
I'm just gonna have her go back to Falbin, pick up Tubby.
She gets yeeted to the bottom of the map. She's down there now.
Oh, she's still with you for now. Wait, you moved her?
Yeah, just throw her down.
I thought you threw her off the map. Oh.
No, way to the bottom.
God damn it! I thought I took your control away.
No. She's kind of
yeet. You're right. Oh,
but you got rid of my control of the turkey.
You used up all her turkey legs. She's pissed off at you.
I think I fixed that now. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Who's that?
Oh, Twisted. You can just call me Mac or whatever.
Red.
I like calling you Twisted. It's so formal.
So this is like right after combat ended, right?
Should be.
So before
he's gonna like conveniently walk in like right after it ended. Be like,
"Oh, they're gonna kill you.
What's up?
They're gonna kill you." You just body double Marisol and stuff like that. Before we introduce your character, let's kind of do a recap here. I was going to have you just be attending to the wounded outside. And there you come up. Mm-hmm. Hey, what did I miss?
Red said he was going to make an effort to, save
stabilize
the villagers he could.
How much do we get from the last experience-wise? How much do we get?
From this
enough
encounter?
To hit 3.
You got 1140 for this one each, right?
It was enough to hit 3. That's what you said.
Yeah, and we're fast playing. We're fast advancement, so it should get you to 3. I think you need 3,300, so leave you all to make it. If you can't, go ahead and make it anyway.
Okay, all right. I apologize, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of management while we're doing everything else, while you're introducing your character and all that.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I think, level up you have, and I think everyone else did, right? And you're a fighter, it should be pretty straightforward.
I'm waiting for my coffee to finish brewing.
Oh, man. I want coffee now.
I'm sipping tea right now. Okay, so you guys had this massive battle with, first with the feral woodman, and then which included Radigan, who is your employer. And I think you subdued him and tied him up and left him out there. And the others or 3 of them went into the briar. You guys
I don't think
went
we
into
tied
the
him
briar.
up. I think we just knocked him out.
Oh, okay.
And it's only been like, technically speaking, like 2 minutes since we did that.
And then, so you guys were battling some druids, and who were in the middle of their ritual. This is the ritual that was transforming people in the area into animals, feral people, including yourselves, if I recall. So you guys weren't as far along as the ones that attacked you, but who seemed to be completely bestial except for Radican. And then you managed to deal with these druids. You killed the last of them, the one who seemed to be in charge. He lies dead at the feet of Fidget. And I think it was Castile shot an arrow in her back and killed her, if I recall. Came sneaking around the other way.
Probably. And
just as the gnome was going to do her in.
Yep. And Marisol lived despite everyone.
Yeah,
despite my best efforts.
Cobalt stuck his hand into the fire and dragged her out and stabilized her. Much to her reluctancy, kicking and screaming in her unconscious state.
No, I want to die! Just leave me. Don't forget the
Um,
chicken leg massacre we left outside, too.
Oh yeah, turkey leg.
All the iconic suicidal rogue.
Suicidal rogue with the turkey legs. The good news is all those turkey legs have been distributed.
The book.
And
They went a weird direction with it.
because Corvin's a
Is that
big
it?
jerk, he took away my control of the turkey leg thing, so I can't throw more in.
Yeah. Well, that's because Marisol is you're no longer RK.
Well, maybe Kay likes to throw turkey legs. You don't know.
He's picking up all the turkey legs. What a perfectly good turkey leg doing on top of this corpse.
Actually, they're rotten, so and he wouldn't touch them anyway.
So you guys really didn't explore much of the Briar. This is the Briar Henge. And you're standing before this dolmen, this kind of stone gate with this artifact in the middle of it, radiating out energy. And that's and there's something before the dolmen, lying on the ground. Looks like a sickle and a bunch of herbs.
Oh, nice.
Eat them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and check out those chests.
Just
You
as
know what?
Kay wanders in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go off while Kay wanders in to go look through all that nice stuff.
So
Okay.
just as
You
you're
wanna-
leaving, you just see a guy wander in with a bit of a goatee, even though it doesn't show on the thing. Long black hair or brown hair, and he is looking down at a card that he's holding in one hand with a suitcase hanging on the other. And he looks down at it, and then he looks up and sees all of you, and you're still like half bestial, right?
Yeah, no, they haven't. You guys still have your bestial traits at this point.
I already took that off, but
It's
I
alright,
guess I
it won't
still
matter.
look like it. I
Yeah,
still look that
it
way.
won't
Yeah.
And he looks
Um,
down and it looks at you guys and goes, "Oh, not animals. I get it." And he shows you an upside down card of the bear.
Are you putting this up somewhere? Let me see.
Yeah, in the general, let's say neutral. The bear.
You're putting it on Discord.
Yeah. He shows you this, but he's holding it upside down.
Because he's dyslexic.
No, it was part of the thing where you turn half the cards upside down, and if a card's upside down, it counts as like the reverse of what it normally is.
So a tarot
you-
card.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Harrow deck. A
Mhm.
very classic Paizo thing. And you are in Varisha, so that's totally...
Oh, we are in Varisha,
yeah.
so I haven't gone too far from home.
No.
As long as you don't pull out the deck of many things, we're all okay.
Oh, you find a
Don't-
deck of many things.
You bastard!
Don't
Draw 3
tempt
cards.
me.
No, don't do that. They might accidentally activate. Put them slowly back wherever they came from the spawn of hell.
I take it someone doesn't like a deck of many things.
Look, it always backfires, okay? That's all I've ever picked up on any D&D session is no matter what you try to use them on, it always fucks.
Okay, what happens
Oh.
if you like throw the deck of many things at the ground and like all of them turn up like face up? Do you get all the effects at once?
Probably.
No.
I wouldn't
No.
put it past them to do that just because it's a dick
Basically,
move.
the way I ruled it is that if something like that were to happen, only a single card comes out. Whether it's upright or not, it doesn't matter because of magic, and they all automatically stay in the case.
So only one card at a time, no matter what. The deck of many thing goes back to version 1, so I'm sure there have been many generations now.
Also, are any of you guys like beaten up right now, like missing health?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Who?
Red, you didn't die this time, right?
Hey, yeah, I'm still up. Yay!
It was
Wait a minute, I
Marisol
only
that
died
almost
like
died.
once.
I'm
No,
not
it was
gonna
twice.
waste it on Mariciel, who's not actually there because law.
Yeah, she's gonna. Oh yeah, well she's there. She's you, or she was you. Now,
Yeah.
this
Well, now
is-
she's
this
toasty.
is- But I guess she's technically unconscious. She's still at a -1, but she's been stabilized by.
No, you never did cure her.
No, but I
You stabilized her.
yeah, I rolled.
Yeah, you stabilized.
All right, so she's
I
still
did roll,
smoking.
Wait, what time was that? I think I am. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I I used the Cure Light Wounds wand on Marisol. She would have healed 5 health.
Yeah. Maricel, how you doing, Maricel? Let's have a conversation with Maricel real quick. Hey, Maricel. I'm here.
But I guess we can just say she's unconscious.
What happened to my skin? What happened to my hair?
What happened to my turkey legs?
Why do I smell like bacon? Yes, where are my turkey legs?
You
Elves
threw
smell
them
like
at
great
the-
bacon when they burn, right? Isn't that how that works?
Well, in short, it's gone. You don't have any. You smell like bacon because you are bacon.
Go
Other than
away.
that, you look great.
She's now a dark elf. She's a drow. A new look for her.
We jump her in.
All right, so this wizard kind of waltzes in right after this
Those you
harrowing
guys?
battle.
Not a wizard.
A witch, even better.
Yeah, and I've
there's
introduced
a
myself.
significant difference between a witch and a wizard in
And he looks at all of you and just sort of tips his hat, which he's wearing. He goes, "Good evening, friend." Or what time is it?
Yeah, sure. Good evening.
Corvin?
Yeah, go for evening.
Evening, afternoon, whatever.
Uh,
My name is Kay. It's nice to meet you all.
huh.
Here's my card. And who's looking the most beat up right now?
Again,
guess Marisol.
Rego's probably gonna be like, you're probably here to steal,
Not-
the,
Besides Marisol.
you're probably here
can't
to,
fix death.
finish that stupid freaking ritual.
Well, you guys are standing in front of this artifact that's in this web of energy. That's still part of the ritual, and you guys are still in your bestial form.
Mhm.
But who's like beaten up besides Marisol? Because I'm not wasting a spell on her.
That would be red.
Here's my card, and he offers you a face down card that has a silver plating to it.
Red just looks at it and takes it and just says, "Thank you. I feel better already."
Well, when you touch it and you the spell that he put on it goes off and you heal for spells. Stupid leg.
Oh, I think I know what you do. Yeah, are you doing the archetype that's like you can give people objects?
Yeah.
I throw playing cards at people and it does
okay.
touch spells.
All right, never mind.
Yeah. So yeah, you
It's
heal
like
4
that though.
health.
Yeah.
I think what I'm thinking of is a gnome thing for bards anyway. But I remember there was an archetype where like basically all you do is hand people objects and you can like force them to take the object, or like if they just take it from you, it's like a trick or a spell. X.
Yeah, there is something like that.
Corvin, are you trying to kill Marisol?
She felt slighted by this new guy, just walked right by there. She is a rogue. All All right, so you can roll the healing if you want.
I did.
Oh, where'd you roll it?
Right there. The Cure Light Wounds.
Yeah, it was 4 health healed.
Oh, I see it. Sorry. Two.
Yeah. And then
so 4 health.
As soon as the spell goes off, the card flies out of your hand and returns to him, and he just catches it.
Huh, how about that? I do feel better already. Some nifty magic you got there.
Gives you a thumbs up.
Card guy.
Great, we got Gambit.
Pretty much.
Can you only do that once?
Well, it's as many spells as I have.
Right. It's like your prepared spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, so you guys can continue to chat. There is a sickle before the dolmen. There is the artifact in the dolmen. And then who was going off to search the other places? Red?
Cass.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Cass.
Railgun went off to.
I am. No, you're
I'm
not.
not sure if this
You're
is
staying back
after
there
that
to
or
play
not.
with cards. Go away. Oh,
But,
no, sorry.
But Railgun again went off to try and heal as many of the townsfolk that they knocked down, or at least stabilize them.
I thought you were the face of the party, Regal.
Not until I'm still not a very good face.
So what is this thing? To spellcraft. He's like,
actually, you haven't deactivated. That's my point. It's still pulsating. It's still in a web of energy, and it's pulsating the energy. And you do feel a charge of electricity around it. And what is this thing? This is the. You guys already know what this is. This is called the atavistic splinter. And what it looks like is a piece of bark. And the story is it was touched by a god of nature, Gosred. The druids around you were worshippers of Gosred. And for whatever reason, they decided to steal the thing from its original, I think it was a tomb of Archdruid, and bring it here and conduct this ritual that would slowly transform anybody in the area into peace.
Do I know if it would zap me if I tried to poke it?
Well, it is inside a web of energy.
This chick's dead, right?
You could poke her.
He's gonna pick her up and throw her at the thing.
What happens when he throws a corpse into the web? What happens?
That is a good question.
He's like, I'm not touching that. Yeet.
Okay, so you drag her corpse up into. You have to get pretty close. And
then I just throw it at her.
Yeah, so you pick her up and you throw her into the web. I assume to try to knock whatever the artifact out of the web.
Probably.
So what you do, so let's do this. You throw her into the web. There is a burst of energy, a wave that kind of just goes right through you guys, and it goes right through the briar. And there's this loud, almost like a sonic boom that goes off. And it's blinding for a moment. And when you look up, she's been thrown, a good 10 feet, maybe into you. Okay.
Ow.
And the energy stops, the web falls away, and the artifact just disintegrates into ash.
Neat.
I'm not sure if that was the intended solution, but that was.
It works.
Solve the puzzle.
It smells like bacon again.
Yeah, I'm guessing she's like a charred. Turn to her. Hey, look, it's your sister.
Yeah, she is a half elf. They were all half elves. You guys discerned that earlier. But you all start feeling less bestial almost immediately. But you're a little fatigued by the whole sensation.
Do I feel fine?
Well,
considering I was never.
You were never. I don't know how long you were in the. I guess technically you could have been, but we're going to assume you feel fine. Yeah. And the sickle, I assume, is still on the ground and lying right about there.
I'm gonna detect magic on it.
Sounds good.
Before anyone tries to pick it up.
Yeah. On the sickle?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's made of silver.
Silk?
Silver.
Oh, silver. Is it magic?
Did you detect magic?
Yes.
Is it
yes.
vorpal?
Yes, it's magical.
Neat. Can I guess Arcana to know if I know what it do?
Spellcraft probably.
Either or. They're the same.
Yeah, I think it's the DC is 15 plus caster. It's either caster level or double caster level. The item.
Yeah, using a detect magic, you can. It's 15 plus the caster level.
No, 16.
Yeah, you can detect that this is a +1 weapon.
Is it cursed?
You wouldn't know that, actually.
Yeah, he's not gonna touch it, but he's gonna be like, if anyone wants it, it's apparently a magic sickle.
You think it is a +1 a silver sickle.
How do you describe that to the others?
It's too big for me to even think of using.
It looked highly ceremonial. It doesn't look like it was used as a weapon. Its hilt is very ornate, but nevertheless, you do determine that it would make a fine weapon, nevertheless.
Yeah, he turns to you guys and be like, "Yeah, it's magically sharpened sickle made of silver."
And there's these herbs and stuff all around it. It was like something to do with the ritual, of which you don't know. But the herbs and stuff like that look very high quality, valuable, useful.
I mean, can I roll a heal check to try and figure out what the herbs are? Or see if
It'd be survival.
Survival? Oh.
Have a druid? We don't, do we?
We have
no druid, no
but
ranger.
Oh, that
Yeah,
actually. Were we doing background skills?
We can, sure. What do you mean background? Oh no, you mean traits? No.
No, the background skills
No.
is you get an extra 2 every level and throw them
Yeah,
into skills that no one really uses.
Yeah, I wasn't doing background skills. It's a good idea. I didn't really think about it. But you recognize some of these things as mistletoe and holly and that.
Generic druid plants.
Yeah, but of high enough quality that they would be useful in spell casting. If you had such spells that needed them. Regions.
D10 exclamation mark is 18.
Good to know. And is it Fidget that went off to look at the other stuff?
Mm-hmm.
He's actually just over here by the back door making sure that we don't get snuck up on again.
Man.
Fidget is also apparently dying, sounding a bit under the weather.
Clara, can you do something about that? It's that easy. Just cure light wounds. Cure flu.
Oh yeah, I think Cure Disease is a higher level spell actually.
Yeah, probably is. Yep.
Can
That would
like
be more
close grievous wounds, but you can't like stop a cough.
It's not that much higher. First or second spell.
So Kay's gonna be like, so I don't mean to be rude or anything, but what's with all the turkey legs everywhere?
Blame her, as he points at Marisol. She apparently decided to throw all these 8-day-old turkey legs on everyone she killed in this fight.
Why?
We had them in our packs and we needed to off them, and it was funny.
She had them in her pack, you mean? Those turkey legs never went.
They were magical turkey legs. They were +1.
Turkey leg plus one.
They were self-replicating turkey legs.
Twist.
It's too bad they went rotten.
It's a great enchantment,
They did.
except that they didn't stop them from rotting.
They form into a construct.
Oh god.
Turkey construct. All right, what do you guys want to do? So who's taking the sickle, or is no one taking the sickle?
I will take the Vorpal Sickle if no one else wants it. I'm actually not
I
in
don't
the
need
area
it.
right now, so
Where are you?
I am off.
Oh, right, you're looting those chests you found earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I
where are
shot-
you? You're over here?
In the back, and then she dropped, and I talked my shit, and then I walked back around to the other side of the bush.
Gotcha.
And if anyone saw me, if anybody like noticed me, walk back around, they're welcome to come over here. There's probably more loot.
Yeah.
Nice sickle.
But, I mean,
They'll just
apparently
pick it
most
up.
people can't figure out what that studded leather plus armor whatsoever the druid lady was. But it's like, there's probably nothing here for me anyway. Might as well go look at here, see what the
Tall two legs has.
the encampment had or whatever. So
I probably spelled that wrong. Okay.
their little camp thing. See if you can find anything in there.
Okay, so you guys are going back. This is the one didn't really search. Castile went through here. You guys battled some of the druids.
Wow. Rego almost probably walks into
Regal's not even sure where he is right now.
Regal almost
You went
loses
the
sight
other
of where
direction.
the hedges.
Yeah, you're over here somewhere.
Just realized we left the kobold alone, so I'm gonna go after him. He's terrible with directions.
Marisol will join you until you guys get the hell out of here.
Oh, and I guess, I'm dragging Marisol by her burnt leg across
Can I
the
take
ground.
half?
So he's just gonna
Take half on that.
What's half? What are you rolling a d8 for?
Health for my level up.
Oh, you're leveling up. Yeah, I have a rule that's like a minimum, whatever, half. Yeah, so you can roll again or take half, whatever you want to do.
It's fine.
So, Railgo's going to go and attempt to search again, this time with his eyes open. Still not.
Jeez, man. Look with your special eyes.
Red will help.
Cast a spell. Maybe I'll have a better perception.
Maybe our sevens together will find something.
You find each other. It's love at first sight. Well, this area is basically their sleeping area. There's 6 hammocks strung. They're too big. Those bushes are really trees, so they're higher than the briar. Those 2 big oak trees, and there are hammocks suspended between them and some of the bushes. And This place provides shade and shelter, and there are clothes hanging from the thorny walls. The hammocks and clothes seem simple made. Near one of the tree trunks is a large, sturdy chest. Near the other tree trunk is a smaller chest, whose open lid reveals several scrolls and tomes, and gaps in the walls allow. Oh, these you know. There's exits to the northwest, north, and northeast, which you already know.
Corvin. While these guys are exploring the camp, I'm just gonna do that thing we talked about earlier
Okay.
with my backstory.
Sure.
He just does
Red
that real
will
quick
probably,
and then hurries follow.
Red,
Okay.
once he finally spots the scrolls and such, is probably going to go over there and look through them and try and figure out what the scrolls are for.
Why don't you just open them and read them?
Jesus.
Yeah, just
So-
read some
Jesus
random
Christ.
scrolls. I'm sure that'll be fine. After the hailstorm.
I mean, to be fair, you can't actually read a scroll without setting it off.
See?
I thought that was the whole thing with scrolls, is if you read it, it goes
Nope,
kaboom.
you have to consciously choose to cast a spell.
Mm.
You got to do the final component, whatever's missing from the scroll.
So,
Usually verbal.
Okay.
so Ryogo's just gonna go, read through the scrolls to try and figure out what the scrolls are.
Okay, so several of the scrolls look like they are not magical at all. They don't look like they're spell scrolls. They seem to be all kinds. You don't understand the languages. You're in Druidic, if you know what Druidic even looks like, a tree alphabet. But they seem to be, other things seem to be like maps and charts. Some of it you recognize as being the map of the forest that you're in. You recognize some major landmarks like the towns, the Woodman's Rest, that kind of stuff.
Well, the maps will be useful. Ryogo will,
Yeah, there's all kinds of scribbles all over the maps, like they were used for planning something, probably this ritual. Castile, so when Regal is done kind of rummaging through the small chest, you notice something odd about the chest, and in examining it, you detect that it has a false bottom, and without much effort, you find a key hidden behind that false bottom.
Mysterious.
Nice. I found a key.
is the other chest locked, or?
The larger chest is closed and locked.
I'm gonna say,
Well-
why don't you try make sure that that other chest isn't trapped before trying to use the key.
Yeah, all right. I'll check it for traps real quick.
If you only had a rogue in your party.
Hey,
I
okay.
think we're at a surplus for those.
About this
You guys
perception.
fight over who gets to check the trap. You do not detect any traps.
Okay, I'm gonna jam that key right in there then, and see if it'll open it.
Oh, it's a perfect fit. It just slides right in and click, and the chest lid pops.
It's a good thing you're better at spotting things than I am, because
I noticed you trying to notice that tree that you ran into. It was kind of funny.
So in this chest, there is a birch wand. There is a patterned leaf. And there's a vial that looks like it has oil in it.
Okay, well, I'm taking that leaf. What's the pattern on the leaf?
Just weird circular symbols, stuff like that.
Oh god, is that a tree token?
Ryoga will wander over
Are you
and
try it?
examine the wand and try and use spellcraft to determine what the wand does.
Please be a
Woo!
tree token.
Oh, nice spellcraft. Yeah. Let's see here. I could even tell you exactly what the DC for that should be. Yeah, no, you make it. You detect this to be, it's a very slender birch wand. It's kind of rustic in nature. It is a wand of eagle eye. Do you, with that spell, can you determine charges and all that?
Oh, no, I'd have to look.
It takes 3 rounds. Properties of the magic item, the content return one. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't quite say. Maybe that's use magic device or something. Which you have too, right?
No.
Do. But I think UMD is specifically for like normally be able to use, like if you don't have the spell for it or anything.
That is true. Or you're not. It's not in your spell. It's not in your spell class. It's not one of your class spells. So if Eagle Eye is a druid spell, then you wouldn't normally be able to use the wand. Unless you have used magic item. And in which case, I think you would know the activation method. I think you also can figure out, even if you don't know the activation method, you can still use it, but use magic.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's an easily overlooked thing.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, as a rogue, you probably want your with magic users.
What's up with?
It just says it gives you the details of the magic item. So I suppose that would mean it would tell me how many charges there are.
Well, it's a druid spell, I'm pretty sure, and it's a 3rd level.
Eagle Eyes, you said?
Yeah. You don't have, as a cleric, use magic item?
Nope, clerics don't get Are you sure it's not Eagle Splendor?
I am sure. It's Eagle Eye. Here, I'll give you the URL.
So that doesn't seem good enough for a 3rd level spell. Jeez.
It's actually a 2nd level spell. 3rd level caster level.
This still just doesn't look that good.
You are an addendum druid.
Probably tell what it is, tell someone how to use it, but nope, can't use it at all. So I think Arcanus actually, surprisingly, I know use magic device, but I'm not playing one of those.
Use magic device, but I failed it. I have no idea what's up with that weird looking stick.
I mean, again,
it's basically that for you guys.
Castiel, or whoever wants it, what it does.
Could appraise it. Do you want me to appraise it?
I mean, again, I probably know what the spell is on it and what the spell does. But,
do you know how much it's worth?
That's the ultimate question.
Oh yeah. Well, you'll sell it. Take it. It's magic.
I know how much it's worth.
I'll let Castiel appraise it now that he actually knows what the spell is on it.
Well,
we're not getting that.
Yeah, it's worth what wands go for these days.
Mm-hmm. Because
as a rogue, you would evaluate it as being magical, ergo it must be valuable as well.
Oh, it's completely worthless. Sorry, buddy, but I'll hold on to it for you.
It's not completely worthless. I know that.
I'll just let him keep it. Consider it a payment for helping us otherwise unnecessarily. He didn't have to tag along.
It's true, I really didn't. Well, instead of the wand, how about that scythe? I'll take the scythe.
You are more than welcome to that scythe.
Oh, it's a sickle? It's not a scythe? Oh, that's a little... Okay. Well,
it's the one-handed D6 plus whatever. I think it's light.
Yeah, I'll take that too. I could use
But
that.
it's silver to boot.
And
That
plus
bonus.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need it.
Again,
Got my playing
but
cards.
sickle would be a scythe for Railgill. A proper.
Well, you'd have to put a handle on it, a longer handle.
Well, again, one hand. Is it a?
Oh, you mean use it as a two-handed weapon?
Yeah, that's what Railgill.
It's a medium-sized weapon, right?
Uh-huh.
You
If it was a
big-
large size weapon, you can maybe do that.
There's
Damage is
there's I think somewhere other that a list that lists how the size weapons go. For instance, I think daggers become short swords, become like long swords, become great swords, depending upon the size difference. You know.
Yeah, but it doesn't change enough for that. It only goes up to medium. It would have to go up to large for you to use it as a two-handed weapon.
Railgill's
No,
small.
but he's small.
I know. If it was a large sickle, you could use it as a scythe.
So
saying it'd have to be two size levels up, not one.
Yeah.
It would do the same damage as a scythe.
The oil is in a jar.
Yeah,
that
it would
has-
be a count as a one-handed weapon for you
Mhm.
instead of a light.
Yeah, probably. Why you want to use it? Are you doing
No.
all this math to use it? So who has the sickle? Who's keeping the sickle?
I guess red.
Yeah.
All right, Red's got the sickle. And who's got the
Railgill
oil?
already has a weapon that does as much damage as that does.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say
want
that,
the sickle, Castiel? I toss it to him.
definitely. Don't throw those. Those are dangerous. But thank you. Do I have to do like a reflex to try to catch it without getting? I caught it. It's fine.
I was gonna say it was just an underhanded throw. You don't have to act like you're fucking.
Lob
not
is sniping
dangerous.
me.
So,
Yeah, found this.
Sharp. It's magically sharpened.
Yo, cut his arm
You
off.
needed to show off.
I did.
so
It's true. I need to.
Railgill asked Castiel, would you mind letting me see that tree thing, and I can probably figure out what it does, and you can keep it since you seem to want it so much.
Who now?
I can also find out what that thing is.
Yeah, you have a witch among you now.
Yeah. Oh. Well.
Haha, I beat you.
It's always good to have two spellcasters. Opposite poles.
It's like a little bit more about it. He just one-ups Regal.
Yeah, let me
I-
see.
I-
What's at one point tell you more of? What are we spellcrafting on?
The leaf thing.
Oh, the leaf thing. Okay.
I'm pretty sure both of us just blurted out at the same time, like, that's a blah.
That's so basically this leaf thing is magical, and it acts like a scroll of grove of respite.
I mean,
Thing.
it's like a clerical thing. You want the fancy leaf that
what was the spell in
Growth.
there? Growth of.
Respite. I gotta look up that for you too.
No, I can find it. What you're hearing is my clicky keyboard.
You conjure a sheltered grove of trees surrounding a shallow spring.
Yeah, Regal was like, it's a grove of respite, and then Kay's like, it's a grove of respite.
Stupid lizard monkey thing.
Lizard monkey.
That's right, right. It was just a pronunciation thing that got him on the next point of spellcraft. And
Sure. Railgill will take it if Castiel's offering it. Otherwise, Castiel can have it because he's not going to tell Castiel this, but it's not on Railgill's spell list.
I don't think it's on anyone's spell list.
yeah, I don't think it's even on the witch's spell list.
No.
Nope.
It's on.
It's Druid, Ranger, Shaman.
It
Oh,
would have been
shaman.
really nice if our druid hadn't have decided to randomly wander off.
He would have been very useful this whole campaign, given all that's transpired. But he died tragically and overdosed on cannabis, I think. Or he wasn't even there for that.
It's a controversial statement it's made.
What was the third item in that big chest? You said there was a
vial of
oil.
oil. It's very sparkly.
Might as well roll another spellcraft check on it.
Is
Nice.
it bless
Why are
oil?
you rolling twice? Is that? Oh, that was your other spellcraft. Yeah. This is an oil of greater magic weapon.
Nice.
Ooh.
I just want to see if
Unfortunately,
I beat him.
Oh, see if you beat him. Ooh, it's a tie. You think the same thing. But you don't agree. It's greater.
Demon
No,
Monkey's wrong. It's a pot of greater magic.
it's pronounced
It's like-
rotter.
No, he just like, so Regal announces what it is, and Kay's like, "No, you're wrong." And he repeats the exact same thing. It's like, what I said. No, it
Yeah,
was
that is what I said.
silly monkey.
Don't make this turn into what happened with Red and us.
Silly monkey.
Yeah,
Quiet,
you missed all
monkey.
that.
I am not a monkey.
Something bad happens to another player typically when Red and Regal get into fisticuffs.
Yeah, you want to
Alright.
see? I raised my fist up towards Regal.
Regal tried to fight Red. That's funny.
The last time we accidentally summoned Mudmen with our fighting.
And that's why Tevi is no longer with you.
Is this just a Masterwork sickle, or does it have an enchantment?
+1.
+1 silver sickle. It's magic.
Okay, well then, what's the magic on it?
+1.
It's got a
Magic.
+1 to attack and a +1 to damage.
I mean,
That's
according
not-
to your casters, it's magic.
Okay, alright.
But it looks very shiny and very sharp.
By the way,
You
from
like
those-
shiny things and sharp things, so that makes sense.
By the way,
And it's
from
light
those-
in your hand. It
Wow.
really is. It is
Perfect
magic.
for a magpie like you.
I was just going to ask about the scrolls from that small chest. Were there any that were actual spells, or?
No, as I said, they're all kind of mundane in nature.
Well, Rego's probably just going to
Take them.
yeah.
Okay.
At least the maps, because those will be useful.
So Kay kind of wanders up to you after you've looted everything. He goes, "So what is it you guys are doing anyway?"
Ostensibly, we're supposed to be rescuing a hippogriff.
We got sidetracked. We had to stop ourselves from becoming furries.
Yeah, I was wondering what the reverse bear card meant. Not animals. So but I guess you guys are technically not animals because you're only like half.
I mean, these guys aren't. I'm not entirely certain about myself.
No, but like he got the reverse bear to signify you guys.
It was puzzling.
We're no longer becoming unintelligent.
I turn and I whisper to Regal, "Don't mention the writing the walls of blood thing about back at that garden, okay?"
I'm pretty sure he'll see when we return to the guy, unless he's
Oh, well, it's been several days. Hopefully Falbin's. Speaking of which, you left Radigan out in the
yeah.
unconscious in the field.
Right, we should probably check on our employer to make sure he hasn't croaked.
Yeah.
Oh, you're employed.
And Kay, you probably saw him on the way.
Yeah, he looked fine.
If unconscious.
And he looked like someone beat him up.
Better than what we did to the other ones.
That's because we beat him up. He was attacking us.
And to be fair, we went easy on him. The other ones, they didn't make it.
I'm pretty sure some of them made it. Because I went around and, well, you guys were arguing and, he, went around and healed some of, or at least stabilized some of them.
So in short, we have a bunch of unconscious civilians in the middle of a death forest. This costs extra to escort them back.
I mean, to be fair, they'll probably be willing to pay us extra for making sure we didn't kill them. Let's say they were attacking us, because they
For lack of trying.
Yeah. So you did stabilize, right? So bring them all back. Yeah. Although they are a little out of control, you just stabilize them, but they're coming back. And you recognize some of these from the tavern and everything. So, and of course Radigan. So Radigan is conscious, and he of course confused, but recognizes you guys.
Do you remember anything of the past few days, Radigan?
In fact, he knows that over the last few days, the people at Woodman's Rest were transforming into these animals. Some resisted, some didn't. The only one, poor Albus. Albus is the barkeep. He's the only one that didn't seem to transform. And at some point, he had to board up the windows and keep everybody out. And the rest of us kind of ran into the woods. I fought it off as long as I could. I recognized you here, but I couldn't speak. I couldn't stop myself. I did my best to stop the others.
We did our best to knock you out and not
Yeah, you did your best to knock me out. Well, I would say you were very successful, and I don't blame you. We were wild.
I
we were
was
mad.
going to more say, try and make sure none of the townsfolk that were, including you, that were attacking us died. It just got.
Oh, I thank you. You were a good cleric.
But
Good demon monkey. Good boy.
Shut it.
I will escort the. We're not far from Winston's Rest at this point. We'll escort the others back there. That would be the closest place they could get treatment there. Hopefully, Albus has done his best to fend off the others. No one broke in, and he'd still be there.
Well, I mean, given the fact that everyone seems to have transformed back when we accidentally destroyed the magic artifact being used in a ritual that was causing this. They'll probably be to their senses.
Yeah, I'm sure it would take some time. It's very confusing. If the artifact was part of this ritual or part of some kind of dark magic, it's best that it is destroyed.
I inform Raygrand it is possible that a few of them may never come back from this. We're unsure, but it's been hypothesized that if they turned too quickly, they're stuck like this. So be prepared.
Okay, I understand.
If this does happen, I am sorry for your loss, if you knew any of them. Are you sure you'll be all right heading back into the forest? It is a little treacherous.
At this point, Marisol steps up and says she would be happy to escort them back.
Okay, bye.
Yes, take the burnt cookie with you. She'll protect you.
Yes. She needs some ointment, I think. Benadryl won't cure.
Yeah, it's probably good if you go back with him.
She needs some milk.
Is it
Marisol,
your intention?
she's a little
Still-
crispy, but
At least she'll win crispy, but at least she's not hairy anymore. Goodness.
Oh, yeah, because all the hair got burned off.
Yeah, perhaps Albus has some salve for her back at the bar.
But
I mean, it is a trading post after all. There no doubt there'll be something, and certainly rooms for her to rest in, as we're all going to need it.
we're headed over to do you know Thalbin, the druid?
Only by reputation. I know he's something of a hermit.
Yeah, he's the one that told us of this after we saved him from some bandits. Or wait, they were mercenaries thinking everyone was turning into lycanthropes.
well, they said they were werewolf hunters and they had the gear, but they acted more like common cutthroats.
Yeah,
They were robbing the poor fool.
We didn't really give them time to we didn't try to any kind of diplomacy with them. I mean, that's my style, so don't feel bad about it. But yeah, I mean, we didn't really talk to them.
To be fair, we were led to the druid. And...
I mean, we could have, he whispers, but I was kind of angry.
Mad lust.
Yeah,
mad bloodlust.
I had issues to work out.
But they did beat up the gnome and they were setting his garden on fire, so you had some just cause. They were burning all that hemp. I mean, God, that's evil right there. Mm-hmm. Obviously, jeez. Is it your intention to still seek out the hippogriff?
It is.
We have a job. We'll do it.
We just got a little sidetrack.
Sidetrack. Say it at the exact same time.
I'm glad to hear it. I shortly after you left, a trapper came into the rest, claiming that he had a physical altercation with a hippogriff, nearly near the broken bridge. Beast snatched at his otters and north into the foothills. He has a nasty wound on his left arm where the creature bit him. Hopefully that piece of information will be useful to you.
Mm-hmm. That should be useful to us indeed. But again, we should probably at least tell Thalbin that the atavastic splinter has been destroyed. I don't know if they want us to try and retrieve it or not, but yeah, it kind of disintegrated when we threw the dead head druid's body into an archway of magical energy that was holding onto it.
Oh, this is all beyond me. Thank you for the details. But I know nothing about this atavistic splinter.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if it's part of some dark ritual, then I'm glad it is out of this world.
But yeah, if you think you can make it out of here safely, wish you luck on making it out of here. Making out of the forest with Marisol and
well, you may just camp here, because I think we said it was evening. And it's at least a day's journey either way for both you guys. If you're heading to Falbin's, it's at least a day's journey. And the woodsman, the rest is at least a day's journey. So they probably camp here. After all, there's hammocks and stuff. Food.
Yeah,
actually, it probably wouldn't.
Need to
It
clean
probably
up.
makes us for us to camp here as well. Then I suppose. Because
and everyone's feeling fatigue after the splinter was destroyed, so they're kind of even slower than usual. So it makes sense that they're gonna rest, get their bearings.
I'm guessing they're resting inside the briar.
Yeah, after they drag all the dead bodies out and the rotten chicken legs and
turkey
legs and bury or burn the bodies. and then kind of check out the rest of the place, making sure there's nothing else. So you guys do the same. So that actually probably makes it comfortable to have you around.
Yep.
Oh, in the meantime, what?
It's been a long time and you still haven't.
Oh my God, Kieran, I'm on the phone. Go away.
You need to resume your catch combo because I want to.
Okay. All right. So you guys spend a night here.
Sorry, my brother was bugging me.
That always happens. That's what brothers do.
Anyways, would anyone like their fortune told while we camp for the night?
Sure. That sounds like fun.
Alright. So, we'll set up a tent and... But the turkey legs, how could you?
No,
this one lives.
Cleaning them up.
This one lives. Leave it alone. No!
Oh, look at that. You left some dots on the screen now. That is weird. Do you see those dots?
No.
All right.
So who's getting their fortune told?
I cast you.
Yes. Alright, sure. So he's gonna pull out his harrow kit and harrow mat. And so there's 3 real types of harrowing. Well, there's a few different spreads.
You guys can heal up and everything for next.
Yeah.
In the morning. Spells and whatever else.
I have a one casting of cure moderate wounds if anyone wants it.
Can we still see the Briar Henge, by the way, of Skitterdo, or is it?
Yep. You see it as it is, or what it is.
I would like, Perry, we can probably nap on those hammocks inside the druid spot. Sleep in a comfy, more comfy.
My quote unquote legally acquired copy of the Harrow handbook isn't loading.
Do you need to load it into Roll20?
No, it's just it's a PDF and just like the pages aren't loading. But
gotcha.
I'll just do the normal spread. So that's 9 cards. 1 and
Woo!
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready for the next, you doing something, Jordan? It's a bear.
I mean, Rogo's supposed to be like, I really wish I could wield or use that suit of magic, studded leather armor, but unfortunately, it's freaking medium sized.
Yeah, it's a fur. It's fur. It's a hide armor.
Oh, that one that was magic that you said. Yeah. So if anyone wants,
She was wearing it. Yeah. There was masterwork items. You guys have that too. Quarterstaff and things like that. If you want any of that, that's in the loot and stuff.
Alright, so what is your alignment, Cass? Your CN?
Yeah.
Alright.
And so I am officially level 3 now.
There you go.
Yeah, it only took me till now to finish leveling up.
Well, we were stalling so you could level up.
I'm grateful, but I'm all set.
Castile, have you got any healing from the night?
It's my constitution plus my level times 2. 6 plus.
I think it's 2 points per 8 hours plus your constitution is what we're doing. Yeah.
Oh,
And of course, if you guys want to heal, no, magically, that's fine. I'm gonna put you guys together.
Okay, well, if you want to heal me up real quick, that'd be appreciated. Then I want to go to bed.
And you pray and all.
And I can just drop a C, cure moderate wounds on you before bed. Throw a card at you from across the room and just heal your wounds.
Just throw a card at him. You can hand him the card too, right?
Yeah,
It's funner to throw it, you know.
You get a paper cut. 2 points.
No,
of
it does no
non-damage.
damage. It does no damage if I use the spell.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd throw it offensively at people and do the spell. But...
Do you have card sharp?
No, I don't think so. Do you?
Do I have what?
Sharp. The card throwing ability.
Yeah, I have Deadly Dealer.
He doesn't throw them as a weapon but he can throw them as spells. Basically.
Yeah, Terrence, that's what I was
talent.
using. It's just my PDF wasn't loading.
Oh.
Like, it was my internet's being dumb.
So in the morning, you have a choice. You could head back to Falbin, who's due north. Marisol and the others are going to head southwest.
We head to Thalbert and then continue on.
Or you can head northwest towards the mountains. It's your call. So if you're heading to Falbin, then you're heading north.
Mm-hmm.
And Tevi's there, right?
Yeah.
In theory, he's part of your party. If he had completely bestial.
Mm-hmm.
You feeling Tevi? Let's talk about Tevi for a minute.
What should we do about Tevi?
Is he still foaming at the mouth?
Oh, so in the morning, you guys head out. You have breakfast. You say goodbye to the others, and about a day, you could actually rest at Falbin's place again. Actually, gives you another day. You get there, and Falbin has some bad news. Shortly after you guys left, Tevi chewed out of his bindings and escaped the shed. Ran into the woods. He hadn't seen him since. So last he saw him, he was still bestial. But if what you say is true, and the artifact has been destroyed and the druids are gone, he should return to normal as well.
Yeah, I ask. I say, I'm sorry if you were hoping we'd be able to return the atavistic splinter. We didn't mean to disintegrate it.
Well, as far as I can tell, it wasn't your fault. It's just the nature of what their ritual. Yeah. It would have been nice to be able to return it back to its rightful owner, but better gone than in the hands of dark druids.
I mean, what would it have done for a light druid or a good druid? I'm just curious.
Well, my understanding of the artifact, and I'm certainly not an expert, is neither good or evil. It's how it's being used. I have no full understanding of the ritual, but obviously it was intended to turn, in some warped philosophy, they wanted to revert everyone back to nature.
Yeah,
that was their goal. But if they had succeeded in completing the ritual, which in my understanding is you guys interrupted just as they were, there would have been not only the forest, but not only Woodsman's Rest. It would have reached towns like Nyborg and
by the way,
Wardle and those places.
By the way, I can't recognize this alphabet. Maybe you can, but we found these scrolls in a chest, detailing what they were attempting to do or something, or I'm not sure what. I don't. Maybe it'll also give some clues of why they were trying to do it or something. But if you can read these, it would be useful. And
Well,
handy.
I'm just a simple herbalist, but by
I mean,
looking at these, kind of reinforces the that it is true was their intent. This is a map of the area. There's these symbols represent landmarks in the woods, and he notices that, including his cottage, which kind of makes him a little unnerved. But also has the Woodsman's Rest and has the town, and it shows. So, if you're looking at a map of Varisha and you look at Sanos Forest, it's covering. There's like these concentric circles with notes on each of them, and basically representing the time it would take for the transformation to reach those areas. And it clearly shows that the transformation on day 7 roughly would reach towns like Nyborg, which is on the western end of the forest. So their plan was ambitious and most likely would have succeeded had you not intervened. You guys are heroes.
Well, at least the map will be useful then if it shows that broken bridge or landmark or whatever. We can at least hopefully use this to help navigate somewhat this forest.
Yeah, well, the broken bridge is actually an old crossing that crosses the Rogue River, and the Rogue River. So Manglebrook, which is the river you originally were following, or really a tributary of Rogue River that you were following from Woodsman's Rest, and it kind of heads northwest from there, merges with Rogue River, and a little further north is the bridge, and you'll merge with the major trade route, and that road, I think, actually would ultimately end up in Nyborg, but the river itself goes up into the mountains.
Because we learned that apparently a trapper had been up there and had gotten attacked by a hippogriff. Which is why we're in this forest in the first place, was to recover or retrieve said hippogriff.
Wow, that is a challenge. Hippogriffs can be quite dangerous and rare in these parts. They were often captured and raised by the Sable Company in Korsava. But if you found one in the wild,
this is a stolen hippogriff, probably.
I see. So your quest is to recapture it for the Sable Company?
I think so. I can't remember what the original...
Well, that's certainly noble. Majestic beast. But ones in the wild can be quite untamed and dangerous. Proceed with caution. But I guess after what you've been through, what's a hippogriff?
Literally, what is a hippogriff? Can you tell me? I missed that part.
What is a hippogriff? A hippogriff is half horse, half eagle. So the beginning of this adventure, you guys met with Radigan, who worked as a groom, someone who took care of the hippogriffs at the Sable Company. He raises them, he takes care of them, and then there was a robbery of some sort. No one really knows what happened. He was almost killed. It was a paladin who saved his life. But he basically was forced into early retirement and has been making his personal mission to find these hippogriffs. A genuine love for the animals, but also in some small way he feels responsible. And he's willing to pay you guys handsomely. You can't capture stuff. He's an old man. He's got a bum leg.
There it is. Okay. All right.
I'm going to ask. Do you know any way? Do you have any suggestions for taking down a hippogriff?
Oh gosh, I'm not that familiar with the handling of such animals. Did the groom provide you any insight? It sounded like he would be the best person to ask. And he did, right? He gave you the trout turkey, and he gave you a bridle, right?
Oh yeah, I think he did. Did he? I don't.
One of you's got it.
Unless it's on Tibius. Oh wait, it's probably on our droid who left sheet.
Oh well, let's assume he gave you all. So one of you's, yeah. And don't forget, your guide was hired by Radigan.
Mm-hmm.
Fidget. So he also knows the way.
Yeah. So actually,
he's not feeling well right now. The effects of being turned into a beast.
Yeah, but actually, what time is it that we made it back to Falbin's?
To Falbin's?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was about a day's journey. So you guys arrive. He welcomes you into the house. He feeds you. He apologizes again for losing your rat folk. But so you're welcome to stay the night.
Mm-hmm. How far is it from?
Get a fresh start in the morning.
Yeah. How far is it from here to the broken bridge? Or do you know Thalbin, or have you gone over to there?
I know the area, but I'm not. I would say your travel time is about better part of a day. You'll probably get there by dusk.
Okay.
So you mentioned that what's-his-face was saved by a paladin, right?
Radigan, yeah. One of the cadets that was basically a student rescued him.
We should
found him.
This paladin.
Well, this was years ago.
Yeah.
This happened, and it was in Corsivosa. So he's no longer really part of the Sable Company. He worked there basically, and his responsibility was taking care of the stables, and he had a strong affinity to the animals. He was very good at it, and he did it all his life. And then, there was a robbery, and he got hit over the head and left for dead, and the paladin found him.
Mm-hmm. But
there are a lot of paladins, by the way. So the Sable Company, if you're not familiar, are this elite hippogriff riding army. They patrol the skies around Varisha, and most of them are rangers and paladins.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, might as well rest up, I suppose, and probably try and recover that hippogriff now that we know where it is, and then drag drag the gear we recovered from this to sell or something, because I think we covered some gear from the bandits, didn't we, that we left with Albin? Pretty sure we did.
Right, they had like silver swords. I think Red took the swords, or at least two of them, or one of them.
So you're all headed to Broken Bridge, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know where you're going?
Yeah, we've got a map right here.
Okay, great. Well, y'all have a good, I guess you could call this a job, a trip, mission, maybe? Quest, even?
Oh.
Robbing people in the woods. That is my job, my quest, and my mission. I won't rob you? Probably not.
Oh, is that Castiel saying that?
It is Castiel saying that.
Or I say there's a pretty handsome reward for returning the hippogriff.
How handsome?
There'll be lots of shiny stuff.
Oh yeah, like the shiny stuff I just got. All of
Even
this
more
that is
shiny.
gonna go cash. Oh, well, when you put it like that, I could just take your shiny stuff. You probably wouldn't notice. Your perception's not great. Might have already robbed you. You should probably check your pockets. I'm kidding, of course.
Everyone checks their pockets.
Everyone checks their pockets anyway.
You got Falbum even checking his pockets. Who's this guy? Falbum's happy to kind of replenish your rations and things like that before you go.
Mm-hmm.
He feeds
Does
you.
anyone have any rope? I asked. We should probably grab some rope as well, just in case we have to drag.
I've got rope.
The rope is always a good thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I would have thought you guys had rope by now.
I do have rope.
Comes in the witch kit.
Again, I would like to point out, Ryogil has a strength of 9. He's not carrying much more than absolutely necessary.
So no turkey legs for Regal.
No.
Oh, you know that everything you carry is like lighter, right?
Right, as a small, you get small weight.
Not everything. But yeah, stuff is lighter. That still doesn't help the fact I have a strength of 9. And some stuff still weighs the same amount.
Strength of 9, and I'm good. Stuff.
Well, you guys, you spend another night with Falbin, so whatever
Oh wait,
additional
I have a
hit
strength
points you
of
might
10. I'm
need,
okay.
you certainly can add that. I think all of you are top except Regal. You spend another night resting, Regal. Does that get you back to full health?
That does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did get a fortune red, didn't I? I'm just now
Mhm.
seeing that message. That's cool.
Yeah.
What do I
so
got?
I'll tell you what it means in a minute.
Okay. I think I went downstairs and got coffee when you were doing that, maybe? I don't
Mhm.
know.
Ringo actually is gonna like, sure. Actually, once we're here, might as well get my fortune red.
I don't want to do another one. It takes forever.
No cold bolts. Nothing against cold bolts, but I don't like them. All right,
Your fortune says that you smell bad.
You smell like lizard. He's your healer, though. You should be.
I mean, I can heal myself. I have one healing spell.
All right, I'm going to take a bio break so you guys can do that, but I'll be right back.
So, again, if you need that, Rega again is neutral good, and highest is probably.
Yeah.
We'll say wisdom, because his is tied.
Be right back.
So I do now because it takes so long. Because I have to go through my folders that have all 54 of the cards.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna do the one, and he was just doing that one that night, and then we sleep for the night.
I'm gonna go get something to drink and eat. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, your fortune makes next to no sense.
Oh.
The one I did earlier. So unless we end up fighting a hag.
Oh yeah, you missed that opportunity already.
What, you fought a hag already?
We ran into a witch's cave, and the only thing we found was a cauldron and an imp, and the cauldron attacked us. Oh,
And they
actually,
ran away.
There was a couple goblins hiding in there as well, trying to escape our party. But
Yeah, he got his cards for the future. Oh, wait, no, I read that wrong.
There's the left hand and then there's the right hand. The left hand represents the past. The right hand represents the future.
Yeah, but what I did is I did like 1, 2, and 3. I did as like the left side, but it should be like 1, 2, and 3 being the future.
All right, are we ready? Oh.
Mhm.
Ready to move on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll figure out his
sure.
future after.
Sure. I'm sorry. Did you want to finish something? I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I can see the future.
a future that makes apparently no sense.
Well, that's because I read them wrong.
The future is never yet.
Should have said I can read the future. He didn't say I don't know our future. I just know one of them.
I know a future.
And you are in part of a multiverse, so there are actually many futures. Many realities. All right, where the hell are we? Let's see here. Okay, so you guys set off and feeling pretty refreshed. You travel through the woods. Your marching order is what? Fidget, Red,
I'm at the
Regal.
back.
Who's in the back? Okay.
Me.
Okay, so if you're attacked in the rear, you'll be able to defend yourself.
I can throw a card at them and cry. Be like, yo, dog, leave me alone.
All right, so you travel basically northwest for a better part of the day. Fidget does a fine job navigating the path to get you there safely. The trip is virtually uneventful, which is a nice change of pace. And indeed, the path merges with the Old Forest Road, which is an old, trading road. But you're kind of in a much broader road, and it's a lot easier to travel, and you can actually travel side by side. And you make your way up along the river, and there's a much wider river here now. This is the Rogue River. And it's much more rapid than the brook. It's wide. Crossing it would be treacherous and but not impossible. And you travel north for a little while longer, and you come to a bridge. The road crosses over the river via an old stone bridge, and on the far side of the bridge, you give pause. You come out of the woods. You're in a bit of an open area, and the road crosses over and continues on the other side. And it's not as forested over on the other side of the road than you are on. But you pause at the foot of the bridge because you notice this strange looking creature, kind of toad-like, and he's fishing. He's sitting on the side of the bridge with a fishing pole, and it's hanging into the river. And he's kind of
a slurk.
A slurk?
Or whatever.
No, he's roughly humanoid in shape, but looks kind of toad-like, and he's wearing this weird suit made what appears to be seashells. It kind of scintillates in the sun. It catches it. I mean, it's a setting sun now. I guess it's near dusk. And without even looking up, he calls out, "You cannot cross. You must pay the toll."
Is he a Gipley?
Oh, he's a frog guy.
There's a picture of him.
He's a Gipley. No, he's not. He looks like a turtle.
Roll
I'm
nature.
gonna do a nature to see if I know what this thing is.
It's always something, isn't it?
I'm just gonna be like, we outnumber you, so,
Hey, look, man. You don't know how it runs around here, homie.
I just turn to these guys and I say, you know you jinxed it, right? He's going to have like 80 fucking guys on the other side of the bridge now because you totally called it.
I mean,
Buddy, what's the toll to cross?
Yeah, how much?
The toll, 100 seashells, of course.
Seashells.
Still doesn't look like it. He's just fishing. He's just hanging out. He kind of very rural. He looks a little like Huckleberry Finn, you know. All he's wearing is this suit of seashells.
I'm just going to say, we don't have any seashells, so I don't even know where you got those seashells from because we're nowhere near the seashore.
Yes, we are.
Are we?
Regal, do you not know where we are? Have you rolled geography since you got here?
Have you not checked this cobalt? He barely can tell what's in front of his 2 feet.
Oh.
Seashells.
Someone had to tell me he's by a bridge.
I mean,
anyway, I walk up to him and I take a seat on the bridge next to him. And I ask him, so what you fishing for?
Well, as soon as you walk up to him, you drop into the water.
What?
And you're carried pretty much off screen.
Goodbye, guys!
Does anyone have that rope?
You just, you don't take any damage. The bridge is not that high up, but you fall into the water, and the water is rapid enough that it carries you downstream roughly 120 feet, and at that point, you could probably roll a swim check to see if you can make it ashore. To the rest of you, Red looked like he just fell through the bridge.
Yeah. That's okay. Does anyone have some rope?
And the little toad guy just thinks this was hysterical. He's just just like a chimpanzee laugh. He's just like this high pitched, thinking it was like the most funniest thing. As he waves to Red as he kind of watches down the stream.
I kind of just wave back and I shout, "Okay, that was funny. You got me."
When you're 22, you definitely make it ashore.
Red was going to try and uses Morningstar, whatever, to poke at the bridge in front of him, trying to figure out where the bridge actually ends as he slowly goes along it. Trying to figure out where the hole in the bridge is.
I
Yes, so
detected magic on it.
Okay, so about 5 feet in front of you, your mace goes through the bridge.
So, right here,
Yeah, roughly.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, we can't go past this line. And
I make my way back up because apparently I'm on the other side now. I make my way up over here and I just shout to him, "So, do I still have to pay the toll? Because technically I didn't use the bridge."
You paid.
You're about 120 feet down. So how fast can you run? Are you going to run?
Oh, I didn't know I was that far down. Hold on. Let me go back over there. I think I can only go
bigger
like...
than the screen I have here. Sorry, I make a map to show how far you washed down the stream. But you were carried at least 120, and then you made a check, and you swam over. So you're at least a couple of rounds, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it says I can run for 30 for speed.
Yeah, did you notice that the name of the bridge is Broken Bridge? Did that occur to you at any point?
Well, I mean, I thought they repaired it.
Yeah, no, they named it that as like a joke, just to screw with people.
So
It's ironic.
Is it magic?
Yeah, you detect magic here.
I'm
You
guessing
detect like an
illusion.
enchantment.
Not illusion.
Yeah, or is illusion not enchantment? Is it its own? Yeah,
Yeah.
an illusion.
It's something. All right.
actually, yeah, Ryogo's going to roll a will save to disbelieve.
That would be a will check. Although, since you've seen red fall through it, I'll give you a +4 on that.
Wow, 23.
There you go. All right, you do not believe there's a bridge here.
Well,
That makes it vanish for him. It's like illusions are weird like that.
yeah.
Yeah. I also don't believe there's a bridge there, but I'm not gonna roll for it.
Since it's vanished, where does the hole end on the other side of the bridge?
Pretty much where he's sitting.
Okay, well, hopefully Red
Here,
washes up over
I'll
on
help
that
you.
side.
There you go. I give Red the benefit of the doubt that he.
Yeah, I had a +3 to swimming, so I'm pretty sure I pulled that off and made my way back pretty quickly.
Yeah, but you could have swam onto the wrong side. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
Well,
is that
back up the
toll?
current?
Is that toll
Yeah.
100 seashells per person, or is that?
I mean, he can't make.
Oh yeah,
No, I'm joking.
100 seashells for the lot of you.
So wait.
Ryogo has the seashells. We brought some. We knew we were coming up here. Why don't you just yeah.
Oh, bring them over. I don't see any seashells, but bring them over.
Go bring him the seashells, Ryogo.
Only if he makes, only if he can somehow make the non-existent bridge solid.
What do you mean it's solid? It is solid.
I can
Can't you see the
through
bridge?
the illusion.
Well, then you don't cross.
This guy just likes watching people fall in the water.
He's just screwing with everybody that comes through here.
Gotta admit, it's kind of funny.
Have I made my way back yet, or am I still like a good off? I'm not sure where I am at the moment.
Yeah, well, so you're so you could run more than 30 feet, right? What do you run? You're normally 30, right? So you can run
30
times, right?
So what was
Is
that?
that right? I think let's give you some terrain issues and stuff like that. So you would be there in less than a minute. You'd be there in about, if you're running full speed. If you're running twice your speed, it would be what, 60?
I tell
So
you,
you'll be there in
Jay,
2
by
rounds.
the way,
All
don't
right.
go any further past your You're going
Oh, I
to
know.
fall into that river.
I know. I can see which part of the bridge is magic.
Now that you mention it, it's pretty obviously that there's no bridge there.
Oh.
No, you
So-
don't be like that. You're a hero. You noticed it for all of us.
Only because Red fell through it.
Red's a
Which
hero
was
too.
funny.
Yeah, Red was really the hero. He bravely sacrificed himself to let you know. He knew all along there was no bridge.
That's why he walked straight across it.
Truly, I am fearless.
So he jumps off the ledge, and now he's looking at you guys, and he's stomping on the bridge. Bridge, solid bridge. Of course, there's a bridge. Come on over here. I let you cross. You got your 100
Well,
seashells. You can.
Why
cross.
don't you come get them?
Yeah, come over here. It'd be
Shelly
weird if
has
we
no
crossed the
reason to
bridge
cross.
and then paid you. We might like rip you off or something. Come over here and get the money.
He jumps back on the wall, and he continues to fish. And Shelly has no reason to cross. Shelly happy fishing.
All right. I guess you don't want the seashells.
Now, I guess you don't want to cross.
And we can find another way across.
I mean, obviously, we could just swim across, really. We all know how to
Not
swim
that
here,
bad.
right?
Bolt sink.
Swim.
Yeah, Rhaegal, I think, has a negative to swim checks.
I have a minus
think-
1 as well.
You have a -1, and you still rolled a 22.
I'm not red.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were red. You could certainly aid Regal if you have to swim it. You don't mind getting wet.
Or we
I'm
just
just
wait
gonna
for
ask,
Red to come back.
Red, if Red appears, I'm gonna ask Red, hey, can you toss a rope across? Since Red
Actually, I
apparently
mean-
has the rope, unless someone else has.
Don't
rope.
have-
We don't have any rope on this side.
I have rope, but that guy over there will probably cut the rope once we get halfway across.
If we stick the rope in him and I pull out like an arrow,
No, don't be violent with him. He's just a jerk, but he doesn't deserve to die.
right? Okay, well, rope in the side of the wall. There's nothing he can do about it, and we can use that to get across pretty easily.
You're going to tie a rope to an arrow and shoot it into the.
All here,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
maybe-
there's some trees if you want. You certainly attempt to do that. But he jumps off the wall again, and he goes, and he jumps off the wall, and he kind of, as he does so, you hear a bit of a ruckus behind you. And it sounds like trees being knocked over and stuff like that. And he kind of, I would cross if I were you. Those ogres are coming.
Yeah, all right. Let's get the rope. Let's do the thing. I will do the thing. I tie the rope to an arrow and shoot it across to try to find a spot that's. Should I do an attack roll for that?
Sure, that's a good. I wasn't sure what to roll, but go ahead. Attack roll on a tree.
Usually, to hit
Yeah,
a
let's-
single 5-foot
That's
spot
5.
is a 5-foot thing.
Or 5 AC, yeah.
It's a 5 AC. All right, go for
Yeah.
it. I was gonna say 10. But that's fine.
Well,
Yeah, you totally miss. All right, yeah. So Funk, your rope. Who's shooting at? Castile?
Yeah.
I was trying to hit like something over here on like a tree or something out of the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems good. All right. See you on the other side. I dive in, holding onto the rope. Retcon that. Someone's got to hold the rope from this side while we do this.
I
Or
will
you just
probably.
tie
I
it
mean,
to
I
the-
could try and cross it. I'm probably the
Yeah,
lightest
sure.
one, so that way we can actually the arrow. It doesn't the arrow doesn't fall out of the tree via weight.
Will and Fidget go across first. Since they're both small, they can probably just take the rope across.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll hold it from this side.
So who's going first? Regal or Fidget? Or Castile? You're going first.
I think Fidget just attempted making acrobatic.
You could just tie it to an.
I'll tie the
arrow
rope off to this side of the bridge.
Yeah, you could tie. There's plenty. Like there's posts here. Over here. These are posts. You could definitely tie the rope down. How long's your rope? 50 feet.
Yeah, I think they're 50
there.
each.
You only have one rope.
I mean, I have rope, so I can just.
So
50
Fidget,
feet makes it across.
There's something right there that we could use. Then that would be long enough.
I think it would
you
be
could
a
tie
swim
two ropes
check,
together,
wouldn't it
right?
be?
I mean, this guy doesn't seem.
We should hurry. There's ogres maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hearing this thump, 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 and it seems like it's right behind you. You guys probably be fearing.
Wait a second. I'm gonna disbelieve
If
the.
there's anything on the bridge there, I'll tie it. If not, I'll just hold the rope tight and we'll let them cross. The small guys first.
All right, so Fidget, you need to roll a will check.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, you roll a will check too, but Fidget roll a will check.
Yeah, I was disbelieving the.
Yep. No, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's the thump
probably
stuff.
also disprove the ogres because.
So.
Or he will believe those ogres are very, very real.
Regal, you roll. You're suddenly you're kind of
terrified of the ogres.
Yeah, you're definitely scared of something like that. Yeah, so this sound comes up into to Kay. It just disappears. It looks like it should be right upon you, and then it just evaporates. But the Regal, he's feeling still a little shaken by that.
I kind of grab Regal and Kay before they climb
So
across.
Frogman likes illusions.
Mm-hmm.
So, Red, you probably could get up here by now if you want. Let's say 2 rounds have gone by.
Mm-hmm.
Are you stealthing?
I am not. I'm going to walk up right in front of him, and I'm going to say, so you like jokes, huh? I draw my blade.
I call out to him, don't kill the guy just because he's a jerk.
I'm not going to kill him, I shout. I'm just going to make him jump in the water. Get
Is
in.
this a flaming
and I point the sword at him, and I say, get in.
He's a frog, dude.
Yeah,
that is not a threat to him.
He hops a little backwards.
I keep following him in the water.
Your flaming sword, is that right?
Yeah, I'm just poking him with it a little every time.
It's just you have to feel the heat. That's all. That'd be enough for him. So he kind of puts his hands up. He is obviously a little afraid of you with the flaming sword, and you're a big guy, right?
I'm like 6 something, yeah.
Yeah, you're the fighter. You're in this armor. You got the flaming sword. You got others hanging off you. You're covered in blood most of the time. And so he goes like, "Oh no, Shelly, give up. Shelly, not. No, Shelly, just kidding. Shelly, just having fun."
So you're done? You done
Shelly,
fucking around?
Shelly, no. Oh, you're obviously very powerful.
Shelly, I put my sword away, and I just tell him, I pat him on the shoulder. I said, look, we all like jokes, but we really got someplace to be. It's very important, all right?
Well, Shelly knows rivers and streams and mountains and hills. What do you seek?
We seek a hippogriff.
Oh, and his whole eyes light up, and he's got this gleeful look on him. Oh, you hunt birdie horse too?
Yep, birdie horse. Need it. Back alive.
Oh, birdie horse.
I'm birdie horse kept
fishy. Yeah, you guys can make your ways over if you want to roll acrobat to check to see if anyone falls in.
I'm just gonna like take 10, so take my time.
Okay. Oh yeah. Birdie Horse kept stealing Shelly's fishies. So Shelly, follow Birdie Horse. Find where it lives.
Oh, well, that's perfect, Shelley. We're actually here to take the birdie horse away.
His expression kind of changes. Oh, Shelly. Shelly, follow where Birdie Horse live. And then Shelly Horse trick ogres to hunt down Birdie Horse.
Well, you had to do what you had to do. It was stealing your fish, right?
Did they
That's
hunt
right.
the birdie horse?
Collect the arrow and rope real quick while Shelly's speaking in third person.
Yeah.
You know, all those crazy creatures all speaking Shelly in third person.
They speak in Shelly. That's actually the language.
And you know, he's jingling in his seashell. Yeah.
I go to think. So did the ogres hunt birdie horse?
Yeah, no. So Shelly, this was earlier in the day. Tricked ogre, you have to hurry.
Just
Shelly.
point us.
Shelly could help. Shelly can take you there.
Sure, Shelly. As long as you don't. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
At this point, you guys realize that the ogres, being giants, by the way, probably have a pretty good head start. And if they're planning to hunt this creature, they're probably planning to kill it.
That sense motive was to see if Shelly's actually telling the truth or not about any of that, but
yeah, no, you get the sense that he's a bit of a trickster, but he's not trying to trick you about this.
Okay.
But he's genuinely fearful of Red and his flaming sword.
Again, I pat Shelley on the back and I said, we all enjoy a good laugh, a little good lark every now and then. Just try and ease up on it every now and then, you know? No more scaring people with their lives with ogres and making them cross a damn river. I gotta kill them. A prank's a prank, but don't hurt nobody.
Shelly, very sorry. Shelly just likes seashells.
Well, then you could have just asked for some she cells. I'm sure we would have been able to get you some.
I wouldn't.
A little prestidigitation comes in handy.
Fortunately, I don't know that. This is not on the witch list for some stupid reason.
Again,
Smurf.
probably gonna be like, again, if you want to lead us to where you found the birdie horse, whatever, or if you found its nest, we're more than happy to let you lead, and we'll take care of it.
Let's go.
You want to
adventure away?
So he could show you the way to the hippogriff. You guys don't know where the hippogriff really is, right? You just know this
to
is
birdie
right.
horse.
Yeah. But as he's implied, you are probably too late. How fast can you guys travel?
I don't know, speed of 30.
We can run. Most of us have a run speed of 120, don't we?
Yeah. And they're probably not running to get the bird horse.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Shorties.
Someone's going to have to carry Regal, though.
You weigh 30 pounds?
Railgo runs at 30.
Oh, yeah, so he'll go full speed.
He can catch up. I can catch him. All right, so
let's go.
You guys.
I think the slow one would be Red. Because he's...
Yeah, all right, you got me there. A lag behind us a bit.
So Shelly, he takes a seashell off his armor, or his suit, whatever. Not really armor. And he goes, "This make you go fast." And basically, he touches Red, touches the sail, and it looks like a welt. You know what a welt looks like, with the little spiral. and like what a
I
real
think
seashell
so.
looks like. So it looks like a lightning well, and he touches that to you, and suddenly you feel a sensation of speed, that you
Expeditious.
can travel
retreat.
long distances fast.
Cheetah sprint.
I see why you like seashells so much.
This is special seashell. Helps Shelly swim fast,
How about Fidget?
faster than usual. I can touch others.
Yeah,
Here you go.
lay it on
Touch,
me.
touch,
Frog.
touch, touch. What this really does is give you a plus 20 on your speed movement, on your base movement.
Glad we didn't kill Shelly on sight.
Right.
course-
All it needed was a light threatening.
Yeah.
I was
Not
worried
everything
one
is
of you guys
solved with
was
violence, but a
gonna
lot of
kill
things
him.
are.
He's a coward at heart. That is true. So he leads you up this trail, and now there's a bit of a road here, and then you roughly it's not quite nighttime yet. You have plenty of daylight, really, honestly, and so you don't travel too far up the road. The road then veers off to the west, and he takes you off trail along the river, and but now you're on the west bank of the river, and you guys travel up the river. For you're actually traveling on a pretty good clip, because if you're running, then you have plus 20 to that, right? To your base, and then whatever you're running.
Run, I think, is
So you
Times
times
four.
4.
yeah, right.
So 200 feet every 6 seconds.
Yeah, so you guys make very good time, and you actually get to a place where you see tracks from the ogres, and there's brush and forest that has been sort of savagely cleared away, and you kind of going up this very steep incline at this point, and you're making through the brush, but fortunately, the giants had already pushed a lot of this away, so it's a little bit easier for you to travel, but it is a bit of a steep climb. And then you get to a point where Shelly stops, and he sort of points to you where the hippogriff's nest is. And he says that there's a cave, and it goes up this sort of, it's just really narrow for giants, not so narrow for you guys. Roughly a 4-foot ledge. It makes its way up around to the eastern side of this ledge, and he says that's where the nest is. But Shelly doesn't want to go and deal with the giants, so he wants to leave at this point. But it's clear that that is the path, and you have some sensation, or some sense that that's a few more feet, and you could probably get to that ledge.
Well, yeah. Thanks for leading us here, Shelly. You're welcome to go back and fish. I think we can find it from here, at least the nest. And all that sort of stuff.
Shelly kind of nods his head in total agreement, and and just takes off down the hill.
Before he runs
Before he
off,
leaves, I shout after him, "Try riddles. They're better than pranks."
Good idea. Good luck with the giant stuff.
I'm gonna cast guidance on him before he runs off to
Come that boy.
Watch him roll in. Watch him go.
Dare go that boy. Oh shit, what up?
He be rolling to the street.
Kind of a Schmeagle type of character. So yeah, you. So it doesn't take you long to get up the mountainside here. You're several hundred feet above the river at this point. And it is a 4-foot ledge for you guys that kind of widens to a much bigger ledge. And as you kind of around the bend, you hear first and see the ogres.
Okay,
And
let's stealth.
I'm going to just put you somewhere over here, sort of out of their sight. What's the lineup here? Is it Red or
I'm
Fidget?
at the back.
I think we should take this slow, so whoever's a rogue should go in first, and Red will hang back since his stealth is abysmal.
Yeah, Regal's actually moderately okay with stealth due to being small size, but probably
Oh, me and my boy Fidge are gonna go first because
All right, so it's Fidget, Castile, Kay, Regal, and Red.
wow.
Sound
Never
about
mind.
right?
That was
You wanna
almost
be
a
back,
crit
Regal?
fail on my stealth.
Are we at a new map yet?
There you go.
I didn't do much better.
Wait, ogres are really stupid, right?
Extraordinarily!
I think I have a way to scare them off.
They were
So
probably
they're-
looking for Fidget, or I mean, they were probably looking for Railgill making all that noise, and they saw me.
Only thing bigger
Well,
than an ogre is a troll.
So who's stealthing up? I mean, are you all stealthing up, or is it just Fidget that's stealthing up?
Might as well try.
So you really don't quite see. Most of you don't see it, but Fidget probably can see it.
I'm good.
I actually did better than Regal did.
Then
Real.
Castile.
You did better.
That's why he's
than,
black.
You
Should
did
do
better
my
than the thief did.
sneakiness. I'm not a stealth guy.
Wow.
That's
All
terrible.
right. You got two thieves here, right? One of you has got a stealth.
Fidget
Oh, your
hasn't
13's
rolled
not too
yet,
bad.
but unless Fidget rolled better than a 14.
Is Fidget still with us? Max, you still there? Maybe not.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, you sound great.
All right. Let me zoom out.
Rolling a stealth. Well, you're in the lead.
Hey, you're on point.
Which
Do you need to lay down?
Which is probably good because
Oof.
Okay, that's a good ride.
Fidget rides in stealthily.
he mounts the ogre successfully.
The ogre has not noticed.
Is there a gnat on me? Is there a gnome on me? I hate that when that happens. So yes, you definitely see this. So, all right. So the ledge definitely widens up on the cliff face, several hundred feet above the river. Peering around the bend, you see two ogres. One struggles to squeeze his bloated body into this narrow fissure, and the other, apparently a female, the larger of the two, is shouting equal parts of encouragement and insults. So it sounds. And her back is towards you. He really can't see, but she does kind of block your passage. And
Are they speaking giant?
Yeah, more or less.
I understand giant.
Yeah, she's just yelling at him, like, and he's trying to get, so like he's wedged his right arm and most of his shoulder, and he just can't, get himself in there. The opening is way too small. And so his back is to you, and he's a bit distracted, and she's standing over him, yelling at him, and she's holding rope and a big club.
All right, I have an idea, guys. Before we run in, Kay's gonna set up just there's like a wide spot here.
Well,
right?
if Fidget wants to charge in and do his attack on the,
have everyone attack at the same
he's
time.
got his
as
own
the
opinion. He's gonna say,
the female
yeah.
ogre.
I'm good with killing the wife and then going after the husband. I don't know if the rest of you are down with that, but it seems like a good plan to me.
I was just gonna try to scare them off by
Indeed.
making it a giant illusion.
Except this
of-
time, you're not shouting it; you're like whispering it very stealthily.
I mean, if you think it can scare him off, but
I mean, I can make a giant, although it doesn't say how big in the items text. I can make like the light level around me darken to dim light, and then make a giant illusion of one of my hero cards show up. Probably the cyclone card, because it looks like a giant tornado with a face. And I can threaten them that if they don't back off, I'll send the tornado at them and it'll blow them off the mountain.
Okay, so
If,
well,
or
Fidget
we can
relays
just
this
run
to-
in, or we can just run in guns blazing.
We do a little gesture like, go get him.
Wait, you got two rogues in the front. Do rogue stuff, man.
Yeah, we're waiting on our boy.
Which boy?
Might be a little out of it because of medicine and everything.
Max, you still there?
Yep. What are you needing from me?
Sneak
Well,
attack.
Do you want to sneak attack? So the ogres don't notice you. You guys definitely have a surprise around here. Their back is towards you. They're not expecting anyone to show up on the ledge here, so pretty good chance they're distracted.
So just run up and butt stab him.
You're gonna butt stab the girl.
That's kinky.
So a 13.
So 13 against a flat-footed on the female.
Railgo, as his surprise or an action, is going to cast Bless. On the party.
Actually, you're doing that before this?
Yeah, I can.
Well,
if they're gonna just run in guns blazing, I'm just gonna guidance one of them, or both of them.
all right, so Fidget, you're 13. Oh, where is it? 11?
Right.
Flat-footed does not hit their flat-footed armor class. Her flat-footed armor.
Yeah.
Wow, Red's going first out of everyone.
Yeah, Red, except it didn't make it on the board. There you go.
Sorry, changing that.
Okay. You want to go with the 5 or the 22?
I think we know which one I want.
Well,
that's not bad.
well, you can edit your thing.
There we go.
It might not matter if you can't walk past anyone. You're in the back of the group and there's a 5-foot strip.
That's what's just...
Also, I fire off twice into the chick.
Yeah, you did a 13. Well, 14 and 16.
You can only take a standard or a move.
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
so
on
you
the
can just
board?
get the 1. So you just get the 14, because guidance.
So you miss on the stab, and it is still your round because you did not see that. And you're all in the surprise round. So
I think cast shot
2 sneak attacks.
Yeah, Railgo's
My,
gonna take
rapid
a
shot.
5-foot step over to. So that way he
Am I
can
muted
plus
or
reach
something?
everyone.
yeah, no, I hear you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just losing track of what next. So Regal initiative, Castile 13, and then a 16
Mm-hmm.
against her flat-footedness. So yeah, and that's with the modifier.
Oh, that's without the sneak attack mod. That's just the basic attack.
All right, so 16 doesn't hit.
16 doesn't hit flat-footed.
16 doesn't hit the flat-footed. No. Hang, let me take a chance. Wait, maybe this is wrong. You guys might be right. This probably macro is wrong.
Ogres typically tend to have high natural armor.
They do. No, that's right. Works out. Yeah, they have
Out of 19.
+5 natural armor. Yeah, +5 natural armor. So 16 miss, 13 miss.
Don't I get like a bonus for the sneak attack?
You get the flat-footed attack, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Um,
now it's Red's turn.
yeah.
These
everything
guys, if
else
we
is
can't hit them
advantage.
with a 16,
Good thing they're
These
not
are
paying
doing
attention.
stuff.
monsters that will literally destroy us and knock us off a cliff.
Well, I'm not really
These
sure what
guys-
I can do because I'd have to squeeze past you, dork. You can,
Past people of your allies, so long as they
Yeah.
let you.
Yeah, I figured the ledge for you guys is the same as a 5-foot square, so you guys can get. And once you get to where Castile is standing, it gets even wider.
Yeah, you can just go there or whatever.
I'll
Yeah.
just do that, yeah.
Again, everyone has bless because Railgill cast bless when Fidget
Surprise.
started moving, so he could reach Fidget in time.
So that gives you a +1 for the next 3 minutes. Is that how it works?
Yep.
Or 3 rounds. Minutes or rounds?
3 minutes is 30 rounds.
Wow. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Red. Then. All right, come on. This is right up your alley. Ogres, finally.
Something simple. Yeah, I push my way out of Regal and Kay's way and try to make my way up there.
You can double move.
Oh, I can? I forgot about that. Yeah, hold on.
You could also
You sure
attempt to
can.
charge, but
Double move, but you won't be able to attack.
You can't charge, not with like the people in front of you.
Right, and you
That's fine.
squeezed by. You couldn't charge through squeezing anyway.
I just want to attack this round. I'll just move up next to Fidget and be like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, it's a surprise round, so they're and no one's hit them, so they're not even aware. And this guy's totally distracted.
Oh, Fidget could go flank then.
Well, Fidget already. So okay, is that everyone through the surprise round? Now it's a regular round.
Oh, we were doing surprise round.
Yeah, that was the surprise round. And I think
Oh.
Rego and
In that case,
Kay
I'm
are
gonna move up
still
too.
back
Wait,
there.
Kay didn't go, I think.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a surprise. I was just
Mhm.
waiting for turn. I'm just gonna move up then. And probably Railgo too.
Okay. So at the top of the round, we have
So
we have Red.
1 second.
Red.
It's like
I
our
wanna go
guys'
there.
version of We Have a Hulk.
we Yeah, at
Rails,
this
are
point,
you
you
just
can
sitting-
hear
oh,
something inside that cave inside the fissure. It's the call like an eagle screech. You can hear that
Mhm.
Hmm.
over the maledictions of the ogres as they curse themselves for having trouble getting it. So, Red, you want to attack then?
Oh, is it still my turn? I thought I used up all my turns on getting up
You
here.
used up your surprise round, right? And now so everyone's gone through the surprise round. Kay just moved up.
Mhm.
Oh,
You
well,
won't
yeah,
know
I'm
that.
obviously
Well,
going
wait,
to poke
wait,
him
wait,
in
wait,
the
wait,
ass.
wait, 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 wait. Wait till
No, this.
sneak it.
Now-
Wait till Fidget gets his full round action, so he can try to sneak attack again. They haven't noticed us yet.
Well, in
Yeah,
that case, I
they
guess
were
I'll just ready
actually
myself.
First, they're still flat-footed.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Fidget goes next anyway, so you can smack it no matter what.
Exactly.
Why is
What's
Fidget
that-
going
what-
next? Oh, are
What's
you
that called?
deferring?
Readying an action? Is that what
He's
it
readying
is?
an action.
Yep,
No, but
I
you can
just do
just
that.
smack her because she'll still be flat-footed no matter what.
Yeah,
'cause-
you can still just sneak attack her because she'll still be flat-footed. So Red can attack now, and she'll still be
Now,
flat-footed.
we're out of the surprise round, so if he attacks her at this point, she gets her AC bonus or her regular AC.
No,
back.
it's
Nope.
it's not till she's acted in combat. She hasn't
Yep.
acted.
Okay.
Right, but it's actually Red's turn first. Why do you think it's
Yeah.
Fidget's turn unless you're deferring your turn?
No, but I'm saying like if Red just smacks her, it'll be Fidget's turn next.
Oh,
So
yeah.
It'll still be flat-footed.
That's what I was saying he should do is wait, have a ready to action for when Fidget attacks. But they're saying that that's all right since
Yeah.
Fidget
She
goes
has
next
to act,
anyway.
my understanding, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Red smack face.
Okay, does anybody
Whack.
else want to have an input of what Red should be doing?
Whack.
Red should run away.
Red is gonna fling himself off the fucking cliff because too many people are giving him orders.
My diplomacy, Red. Nature.
No.
There,
You two
Red's gonna
there we
smack
go.
her.
Oof, that's nice. That definitely hits with the flaming sword. The second is the 2 is fire damage, right?
Yep.
Nice.
And,
And 21 hits as well.
woo!
Yep.
Woo.
Good
Wow.
old-fashioned fly-on leap, slash down, right across the back.
19 damage.
That is
Whack.
pretty impressive damage, guys.
Now watch as we get our asses handed to us in the next couple of rounds.
All right, so that expression on the token is exactly the expression now that she has as she spins around at the being stabbed by a flaming sword in the same time.
In the butt.
Yeah, that's as high as I can reach, so right in the ass.
Right in the ass. Right. Yeah, she's wearing leather down there. It's okay. So now, Fidget, you can do your move. Are you fighting with a sap?
I think
Yep.
Oh, you're actually fighting with a sap and not your short sword?
Yep. Get a bonus on damage from it.
Are you Sapmaster? Dude,
That's what I'm going for.
you'll get crazy high damage with that. I'm not even joking.
That's a 26 and a 17, so...
Yeah.
Unless you added the +1 from Bless in there.
Yeah, it's already at the
Yep.
+1 from Bless is already added in.
Oh.
Sapmasters are no joke.
Well,
Wow.
that first one still probably hits and did 14
Oh, so
lethal.
25 definitely hits. 16 doesn't. With the bonus, right? Is that 16 with the bonus?
That's that's without the +2 for being flat-footed. So that'd be a 27.
No,
and an
flat-footed just means a character's denied their dex bonus. Unless
Yeah,
you have
they're already flat-footed as a result, but you get the +1 from the bless.
Okay, I got my Bless already in there, so it's 25 and 16 then.
Oh, okay. So the first one hits. The second one does 3 + 11.
Yep.
So that'd be 14 14 non-lethal.
14 non-lethal. Got it. Let's do something like that. Oh, you can't do 2 numbers in a roll 20. Okay. Screw that then. Got it. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Write it down. All right. That brings us. Oh, her turn. All right. She's pissed off by all that, and surprised, startled. What the hell? She's looking around and she looks down and is like, "Oh, holy shit, little guys! All right, let's take care of this."
Well, there's a little guy and then a real little guy.
Yes, then a really little guy. She almost accidentally knocks him off with her big toe. She drops the rope. She wields this giant great club. And hits. Holy shit. She wails Red. 26 to hit.
20. She got me for 26. God damn.
No, she hits you with 26. She does 23 points of damage.
Shoot.
Yeah, excuse me as I go flying off to Neptune.
She max damage on that. She's wielding a great club, so 2d8 damage right there, plus her
Are you
strength.
alive?
I'm okay, I say as I
Wow, we
stick
should break a
my
bone
thumb
for
out
that.
from a goddamn hole in the ground.
Just in a crater.
Yep, I just pull myself out of a damn crater. It's like,
I
I'm only mildly stung.
Oh, that was max damage, by the way.
23 she got me for?
Yeah.
Alright, so because my thing is masterwork, I get a +1 to hit with my thing, so I forgot to adjust my thing, but this will be a plus. Does she have any metal on her?
Metal?
Yes.
Not a lot. She's wearing hide armor. She's got a great club. No, not a lot of metal.
It's just like if she has any metal armor or metal weapon, I get a bonus to hit. But I should be fine anyway. But so I get 1 from that, and then I get an extra. So it'll be +2 to hit. So
you throw.
I'm gonna throw a shocking grasp card at her. Roll. Pia. Does 21 hit her touch AC?
It does.
So she takes 12 zappy damage.
So you throw a card at her.
Yes.
And is there a range, or it's just like a casting spell?
It's 20.
Same range. Yeah.
It's like gear.
Yeah, you can 5 foot to do that, I guess.
5 foot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you throw this card, and as she just kind of lifts up her club after clobbering Red with it, feeling pretty good about herself with that, this card comes out, and it's just like to her, it's like this piece of paper, poof, in front of her.
Well, it's silver plated.
Right? Oh,
it comes right back to me.
It comes right back to you.
Yeah. So it's just like this tiny little silver playing card that just pokes her, like, I'm assuming there's some spot where the armor doesn't cover.
Could hit her right on
it. Does it matter where you hit?
No. It's just, it has to touch her.
Yeah, I mean, it could hit her shield and she'd still get hit.
Yeah. So it just, like, pokes her, like, maybe right on the cheek, and then it just suddenly, like, electrocutes her.
That's what it does. It electrocutes. Yeah. So let's say it touches her on this, and so like I said, she's reeling back from the club off of Red, and she's like kind of got this toothy grin, and then this card touches her, and she's like and she drops the glove, the club, and just falls flat, almost taking out Fidget as she falls forward. Good thing she took a 5 foot step, man, because she would have landed right on. So she just.
And I'd just be like.
And this guy at this point realizes shit's going down.
I call out to her, "Was that your card?"
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah, the other one was like, "Mama! Mama!" Oh, that's your turn. That brings a deal.
Wait a minute. He hasn't acted yet. How can he know what's going on? I'm about to hit him with a sneak attack.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Oh, he's still flat-footed.
Well,
nice job. Oh no.
Decent sneak.
That second one might hit. Oh, is that with the +1 or?
Is not with the +1, so that's 18.
So,
yeah, that will hit.
It's
+9. All right.
I call back to, "Hey, Demon Monkey, Red needs a heal."
I was about to heal you, but for that...
I'm K, and I'm saying that Red needs a heal.
Great, he got another one.
Stop telling Red what he needs.
Well, Red just got his
I would
slammed
heal,
into the
but
pavement.
you guys apparently all decided to...
Why are you all the way back there? Did you not notice we were walking forward?
Again...
This is why we need to tie string around you.
Surprise round.
Hey man, when you're the only one that's not in the group, you can't blame the group, okay?
Again,
He's lost in the bushes.
I'm going to say again, I was casting Bless while you guys were all firing, so there
That's
went
true.
my surprise round.
That was your surprise round, right? But now it's the normal round. Are you moving up to heal red, or?
Although I'm
Hey,
going
back.
to probably end up shoving Kay or Castiel back.
Okay, you can try.
Dude, you're so tiny. You probably just go underneath their legs.
Yeah.
But
Share a
because
square.
I'm going
Squeeze.
to spontaneously convert my gray spell into... Where do I have it? Where do I have it? On red.
Cure moderate wounds. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, so
Getting
it's 12.
fancy.
Nice.
Yeah. That helps.
Nice.
All right, and that's your turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, at this point, this guy has managed to dislodge his arm. Wasn't really stuck. Fortunately for you, he was jabbing at the hippogriff with a javelin, which he now throws at you.
At who?
We're going to pick Fidget, which totally misses.
And now he's
Whizzes
weaponless.
right by, whizzes wide. It was partly at the sight of seeing his mother
Mom dead.
dead, yeah.
Glad that was his mom. I feel a little better now. Is that bad?
I mean,
Hey,
that's
you all have
anyway.
mama. We know that. No worries.
Red smash.
Red smash indeed, and red shall smash. So saith the deities.
I would probably make a acrobatics check, or at least attempt to make one.
Yep. Are you gonna get an AOO?
For what now? Oh, right, because they can fucking swat you away from
He got
anything.
range.
Actually,
Got
he's
the 10-foot
unarmed
range.
right now.
Is he?
Oh, he has a
unarmed?
club in the other hand.
Well, he had to use
It's
his...
in his offhand. So basically, he was trying to jab the animal with the spear to get it out. So he was using his right arm. So he was, but it's a javelin, which is not a melee weapon. So he threw it at you.
I don't think you can equip both of them because it's a two-handed weapon, isn't it?
I think you
So
can.
Yeah,
use
so
it
that's
that one.
Yeah, so he just threw it. He is right-handed, so he threw it his right hand, but he didn't take.
But then he wouldn't
yeah.
be able to re-equip yet.
Right, so he would switch hands now.
So
he
it wouldn't
could
provoke
attack you
an
with his
attack.
offhand, but he probably didn't know if you're not thinking that strategically. Acrobatics. What is it supposed to be? A 10?
15.
15? Then no.
It's
So he
actually
gets in.
the DC is equal to the creature's CMB.
What, for acrobatics?
CMD. Acrobatics to avoid an AOO is equal
It's
to
a
the
flat
creature's
15.
No, that's 3.5. In Pathfinder, it's CMD.
It's his CMB, so it's 10 plus the CMB.
No, it's
CMD.
DC. It's the flat DC of the creature's CMD.
Ah, all right. Either way, didn't make it. So, but I'm going to use this as then as which is what, a -2 or is it minus? Anyone
Isn't
know?
he wielding a great club?
Yeah.
That's a two-handed weapon. So he wouldn't be able to re-equip it yet if he used his other hand.
Oh, it is a two-hander. It's true. All right, then he's going to do an unarmed strike.
I don't think he... Does he have improved unarmed?
You're not... Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't make
If he doesn't, then he can't make an attack.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He can't swing at you with his bare hand?
Nope.
No, not with the...
Not an AOP.
Not with an AOO, because unless he has improved unarmed strike.
It is
Really?
not considered a threatening weapon.
Unless he has a gauntlet or something.
Even if he had a gauntlet,
Interesting.
it's still probably.
Okay, if he has a gauntlet, that's a weapon. That
That's
counts.
it. I'm
as a-
leaving. I'm playing 5e from now on. All right. So he makes an awkward swipe that doesn't hit you. There you go. So you can make your attack.
Hooray! I'm not paced.
Kill him till he dies to death.
Until he dies to death.
I think that'll make him die a
So,
bit.
19 hits.
So 16 damage because that second one wouldn't have moved because Red moved more than 5 feet.
No, but
yeah,
he has
ignore
two
that
weapon
one.
fighting.
Do the flaming sword. I forgot.
Right. So it's 13 plus
16.
3 is 16.
Yep. I'm only gonna make you die just a little bit.
Darn, missing out on that 4 damage is probably gonna
Yeah, no,
be the end of us.
he's looking a little woozy after that blow.
Oh yeah, he also took a bunch of damage earlier.
Right. Well, you got him with the. You guys are doing serious damage here. I weighed the pros and cons of how much damage your third level characters are going to.
Well, it doesn't hurt, but they're also the size of small buildings too.
You have to. Yeah,
They're not hard to
it was,
miss.
It was a toss up between. I knew that you could probably do their damage pretty quickly. It was a question whether you would survive their damage when they hit you. So that it was pretty much. You had a 50-50 on that. So yeah, he's gushing blood. He's taking serious wound from that last flaming sword attack.
Fiji's turn. It's snowing on Mount Fiji. Just climb up on top of his dead mom.
It's the acro to travel over. What is that like a?
In sharp
Would that be rough
incline.
terrain? And I think that would be it.
Well, that'll just slow you down. If you're trying to do an acrobatics check, that's fine. You make it over.
Ignore the sneak attack.
3 blood.
That definitely hits. And you finish him off. He just was
Wow.
barely keeping himself standing.
Just
Wow.
imagining this tiny dude just jumps up to like eye level with him and slaps him with a sap, and he just drops.
Now you bang on his kneecap really hard. Oh wait, that's non-lethal damage though, right?
That's correct.
Yes, I guess they're both still alive technically.
Yeah,
No,
so that
here's
would
how it
be.
works. The non-lethal damage actually counts towards their lethal damage
HP.
as well. Yeah, towards their
So-
HP. So
Yeah.
if whatever amount of damage is taken, let's say if he takes 10 points of non-lethal, he has 20 points total. On the second round, somebody hits him for 11 points, then he's at -1 total hit points, but 10 of that is non-lethal.
So he'll be unconscious. So they're both unconscious but still alive.
I always thought it was you had to do as much of the damage when you do
No.
their hit points, and then it becomes 1 point of actual damage.
No.
Non-lethal counts up, I believe, and then you once you meet their current HP, they go unconscious, which is doing.
Okay, so he's actually not dead, but he's unconscious.
Same with her.
And with it,
She
yeah, Mama.
got smacked for non-lethal too.
Oh, right. So she's technically not dead either.
We're such
So
good
I
people.
I look at the
Like
two
saints.
of them. Be like, what do you guys want to do with these two? Like, do we
Shove them off the cliff.
kill them? No, but that kills them. Like, they're gonna be out for a long while, but I mean they're just hunting. They didn't-
Leave him.
Let
By the
them
way,
go.
I'm
Starts
gonna
po-
say, I've got a spell that I prepared that might help with the hippogriff if you let me go first, but if
I said we roll them off the cliff.
There's
Let's roll them off the cliff.
She was
I want to see what kind of splash they make.
She had a coil of 100-foot rope, by the way,
It's
lying right next to you.
I kind of want to say no. I don't want to kill.
Not interested.
Oh, they must weigh at least 1,000 pounds, guys.
Yeah, like
Right,
shove
right.
them off.
Probably
Let's put our
2,000
back into
pounds. It's like rolling over a small sedan.
Well, we're not trying. We could totally roll a sedan. Come on, between the two of us, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm sure Red
We're not
could
lifting
lift
them
like
over our
half
head.
that weight.
Yeah, okay. No, you probably have a weight capacity combined of 2,000 pounds.
Let's lift a sedan.
I mean, even
Think of how
Railgo
horse
has a
instead of trying to move
5-foot
horse
push
around.
capacity of 300 pounds, and he's a freaking.
Get
Red
that
just
XP
keep
bonus.
chanting, flip the bitch, flip the bitch.
No.
Get
Don't.
that XP bonus.
Same
Right.
XP either way.
You could certainly search them and all that stuff before you throw them off the cliff.
Don't kill them.
Don't you want to kill these horrible creatures? They're terrible. These are terrible
eat
things. Yeah,
I mean,
There
they were
you
just
go.
hunting.
they're literally monsters.
Yeah, but you're used to monsters. It's hard to tell anymore.
I mean,
You hang out with Red all
live in a
day, so
world.
I mean, there is a point to that.
Wow,
they were
Red,
just hunting.
Railgo was going to try and search him,
Okay.
but I don't think he found anything.
what I would say.
I'm sorry, Rigo. What are you trying to do?
Oh, you said you can search the ogres, and so I was going to roll the perception to try and do that, and I rolled the 5.
I
You're not
think
even
you
sure where
found
the hypocrite
something
is.
in the. I think you found something in this guy's pants that you didn't want to.
Oh no, he had a different kind of rope.
Yeah. So, but you do notice that there's some creature inside the cave.
Mhm.
Yeah, like just leave the ogres, let them live their
No,
life. And
You know what? Diplomacy and talk me out of this while I shove this ogre off a cliff.
You have to dismiss Red from helping you.
I'm going to say, let's just leave him there. They can sleep it off. They were hunting, and yeah, they weren't hurting anyone. So,
we have bigger,
wow.
more important things.
It's a
Or do we
terrible
have to roll
argument.
acrobatics to push this bitch?
No, it'd just be a flat 5 foot. It'd just be 5 feet. 5 feet per round.
It's strength check, right?
You're
No, you
allowed
just
to,
lift.
if you have a push or a drag, you're allowed to do that. I think it's a 5 foot movement per round. You know, push something up to that. So
Right. If we look at your sheet, I'm always curious.
The
to
drag your
care about
push
this.
is 500.
And what's his name? Is drag or push?
Mine is 1,550.
1150, right? To drag or push.
1150.
500 for.
Oh, you almost could do it by yourself right there.
Fucking told
You
you.
got an extra 500 for me.
This bitch is going
Railgill
over.
is not helping.
Let's watch her make a splat.
All right, so it's there. You moved her there.
You're the
Again,
only one that can
put
save
some
them.
back into
Okay.
it, Castiel.
Rayla's just going
No,
to
no.
sigh
Don't-
and
Just
then
So inside the cave is, you guessed it, a hippogriff.
you kill.
and well, Railgill, while he's facing it, since those two numbnuts are basically casting it, is going to cast this on the hippogriff.
Nice.
We're being
Animal
sidetracked by
trance.
indiscriminate murder.
All right, so an hour later, she falls off.
So I'm not sure. Well, if it fails the will save, he definitely fascinates it.
Let's do a will save. You're going to do that. Okay, as an enchantment, DC. Okay, I do have this thing statted.
I just looked up the generic hippogriff. and the bestiary.
It's
Yeah, no, I
intelligent
have.
more than one or two.
Does that work on? Does that work on technically their magical beasts?
Yep, it says right there. Compel animals and magical beasts. Do nothing but watch you.
Can't compel snakes. That's interesting. Snakes aren't smart enough to be compelled.
Well, it's an intelligence of 1 or 2 to be fast.
Fun fact. Hopefully, yeah.
And
why did you kill the thing? I was telling you not to.
So
he didn't make a very good argument.
Well, I was
guy
trying to, but
I tried to, but I rolled a diplomacy roll of 8.
Oh. Waited
yeah,
for that.
no one has
No,
like
yeah.
handle animal, wild empathy or anything like that.
I mean, again,
Bunch of
so long
rogues.
as we're not actively trying to hurt it, it's interesting.
Well, she does not make her will save, so she is in trance.
Nice.
I'm going to say, no one pull out any weapons at her, or else, this is going to break while concentrating. Someone wants to try and put a bridle on her while,
Yeah, and she's been clearly, she is bleeding a bit. She is wounded from.
I was going to say we could leave this one alive, give him a chance to get revenge or something, but no, he stabbed our hippogriff.
Flip the bitch again?
Push.
Push indeed!
it's a good thing this thing has a, duration of concentration.
He rolls over and passes gas as he falls out.
Well, now he definitely deserves it.
I do have water. There it is. The river.
They might have survived.
They could survive, yeah. It's only a few 100 feet.
You see their corpses like float to the top. You don't know. They might have survived.
They could be fine. Their necks might have breaking their fall.
We're the real monsters.
They get swept down the river. Okay, Regal, so you are in trance?
Yeah,
He's my only chaotic character. I don't get to play evil very much. This is fun.
Yeah. Regal has them that time they put the bridle on gently, softly. Don't take any weapons out, and again.
I wouldn't really call what we just did evil. I'd call it a service.
I would say it's more chaotic than evil, honestly.
I mean, it was only a matter of time before they ate somebody's baby or something.
Realistic, we were saving lives, you know.
Exactly. You gotta think of it in the... This is the really messed up thing, is you can pretty much justify fucking anything.
I'm writing this all down in the police report. Okay, you might have stopped some crimes. Saved them from eating baby in the future. Okay.
What is that called? What's that show called? The movie Minority Report or something? Mm-hmm. Where it's all based in the future? What if crime?
Yeah.
Precogs or something.
We were doing that.
Yeah, the world's a better place without ogres in it. Right?
You know, if you try to look at this through, the lens of the law, we might look like criminals, but we're not lawful people. We're like the opposite of that. So
also,
that's
the
perfect.
Law discriminate against ogres anyway. I mean, you never see a guard let an ogre wander through town. So who's the real villain here? You know?
Well, technically, by I think by the mechanics, it's considered an evil act to kill a helpless creature, unless they represent an ongoing threat.
They totally did. They actually did. They could have woken up at any time.
I constitute an animal that eats human beings as, an ongoing threat.
Ongoing threat.
Again, there was nothing stating they were going to. They could have been quite.
There's nothing stating they couldn't.
Oh, he was petting the hippogriff with that spear. You're right. We're the bad guys here.
Okay,
well,
that wasn't the
nicest
act.
Standpoint
but,
of a paladin, A paladin wouldn't have let you kill them while they were down, but he would have healed them to stand them back up and killed them when they're in combat.
You see, this is why paladins always get on my nerves, because they're always such goody-goody. They'll let you kill it, but they have to do it a certain fucking way.
Has to be sportsmanlike. That's why. But you guys are rogues, and you're basically mercenaries. So
I used to be a fucking bandit. I'm basically
Same.
Robin Hood before this.
Anyways,
So
did we get the bird?
all right. So Regal has made him. Someone put bridle on him. I think you guys have turkey, trout turkey.
I also had animal. I got a 12. I don't know if that does anything.
Do you actually have ranks in animal?
What?
I think I do. I'm a fighter, so
You might
You have one rank in
Fighter's
it.
Ride.
You can do that.
yep, I did.
There you go. All right. Well, but so how long does that translate? Can you? He'll do what you say, pretty much.
More or less. I mean, as long as nothing spooks him, I guess.
So the kobold had to do like motions and music and singing and chanting and very nice.
I mean, to be fair, you just saw the cleric cast what is usually a druid spell, so
That's true. Are you not supposed to cast that? So how do you have it?
No, it's a domain spell.
Ah, okay. Well, I would say the hair alone would have fascinated.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
I
got
thought
the-
we would want to eat the demon monkey.
That was probably why it was fascinated in the first place. But then it got hypnotized, kind of.
And it
so.
got hypnotized. It's paused after what happened to the ogre. Oh, here comes a kobold with rainbow hair and entranced. And so you guys, well, it is getting late, so you guys should head back down the mountain where it gets dark, unless you want to camp here.
I mean, this
And then
seems a
camp
pretty
again.
good safe campground.
Yeah, this seems like a good spot to hold up. We gotta.
It seems like a good spot to get trapped, in my opinion.
It's a good defensive position. One
Oh,
way
absolutely.
in, out.
Until
Just can't
another
get in.
ogre sticks his arm in, you mean?
Well, it's perfect for ogres, actually. That's why the hippogriff is still alive. The ogres can't get in here.
Unless they have a
And by the
javelin.
way, the hippogriff, if you haven't noticed, is small for a hippogriff. Hippogriffs are
Aw.
usually large creatures, so you're actually dealing with a young hippogriff.
It's a baby.
It's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Could be more than a year old.
KFC.
If you've calmed down, I'd probably let the fascinate go. I ask, that sort of stuff because I can't really do a ton while I think I can move or act or something. So
Can't do much with this,
So we basically like put the bridle on and
Yeah.
I guess tie it to like a post so it doesn't fly off.
Isn't its wing messed up?
No, it's wounded, but I'm not seriously wounded. It got jabbed a couple of times by that javelin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's if you hadn't entranced it, it would have been a challenge to use even wild empathy on it. But you guys entranced it and you fed it, and you could even heal if you want, if you can.
That's what Rego is going to do, or attempt to.
Gotcha.
Oh, whoops! I just screwed up. That was supposed to be a 2d6. So, let me roll.
Oh, this is actually healing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's channel energy.
Oh, so 5.
Just a note, folks. Also, since this apparently is a young creature, that means Mama and Papa might be nearby. So keep that in mind.
Oh, I thought this one was like owned or something, and we were just tracking it down.
I don't know. All I know is that he said it looks like a fledgling. So I figured if it's a fledgling and this is its nest, then probably Mommy and Daddy aren't too far off.
If it had
Go
a mama and dada, there would probably be a second or third one. Again, it's
True enough.
Yeah, I think it was just the one that was stolen.
And guys, I have got to call it from here because my head's about to explode.
Yeah, I was gonna. We have. If you guys are up for it, we could finish this up next Thursday. And,
Yeah.
Max,
I'm fine with
hopefully
that.
you'll be better, feeling better by then.
God, I sure hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it took about a week for me to get better. So,
Okay, I'm sorry we had to put you through that. I know you didn't want to coup those ogres, but
yeah, if he was feeling better, man, he would have stopped you.
Just for the good of all.
He's more.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely, he knew he's neutral. He would have been like, "Why not keep one and you sell it
Right.
for labor?"
Why the fuck didn't we
Rega,
think
he
of that
thought he
before? I turned to Castiel all mad.
realistically, I mean, if we are going to set up camp here, then they would have been an ongoing threat.
You
Eh,
would have had to kill him, yeah, or tie him up or something.
I mean,
But
we had
all
plenty
right,
of
so make
rope
camp. This is a good place. Night falls. You guys will heal whatever you would heal overnight, and then you make your journey back.
Rega will probably cast a few more of his channel energies to heal Red up if he
Just
can.
feel good vibe.
Before we end, is next week just gonna be like we take the hippogriff back, we get our cash money, and then we're done?
Red,
Or is there more stuff?
Red, how close to full
There's
health are you?
one more thing where that happens.
All right, so it's not just we take it
Well,
back.
probably
we win.
honestly, it'll be a short session, I think, because this was designed to end tonight. But I think it's only fair. We got a late start, maxed up well, so let's pick it up next week.
If it is just going to be like we take it back and get paid, we could go ahead and take it back and get paid.
He said there's one more thing, so.
Yeah, there's
one more thing.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the tune in, man. Tune it in. You got to see how this thing ends. You're making me want to go watch Lord of the Rings now. This clip.
Remember Lord of the Rings where they shoved those ogres off a cliff?
Yeah. Yeah. See that elephant had nothing. This was trying, just had nothing to do with that. Why did Legolas kill him like that?
It was epic because it was epic and fun to watch.
It was.
Right.
And it still only counted as one.
That's right. They cut out that scene. All right, guys. I'll let you go. Thanks for playing. Guys, we'll definitely tune in. I'll put the whatever. There's not a lot in the cave. You look around, there's bones, treasure.
I mean, I don't think we'll hit level 4 from 2 ogres, so. There's no.
I should have made them advanced ogres. Almost did. So damn close.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you did, Red would be gone.
Yeah,
right now.
Red would be dead.
Well, and their armor class would have been bolstered up, right? So it would have been like even harder to hit. So, but they had a pretty good armor class at 17, but advanced would have been 21. So.
All right, guys. You have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
So that's probably I'm the last one in. So yep, I don't know what everyone said the last couple of minutes, but don't know if Red has enough health or not. I will stop talking after this. So again.